Right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Fourever Rivals. We're all back. We're all back and playing this week. How are we all going? Manos, how are you, mate, down there? You're on top of the world.
G'day.
Winning games.
G'day. Yeah, look, I just somehow I'm not convinced the way we're winning games these days. I suppose a win's a win. Port Adelaide, they're not looking that crash shot at the moment. So we definitely, I think, have tried to butter up Butters, but time will tell. But I don't know. At the moment, it just doesn't seem like, normally when we get a win, like I'm excited because I see something really exciting about it. But we'll talk a little bit about that later on. But how are you there, gentlemen? Liam, how you going, bud?
Yeah, good, mate. We're going well. Voice is back. We're not coughing as much, which is fantastic. We get a chance to take down those Collingwood players this week, which is exciting. We'll see how we go, though. Not going to back that in. That's as much as we'll say on that for now. What about you, Mark? How are we feeling, mate?
Yeah, good, mate. Good evening, boys, and good evening to the chat. I had a really enjoyable weekend, to be quite honest. No stress, no anxiety, nice peace of mind, mate. So I had the best weekend. But hopefully that keeps going, but not for this week, I don't think.
I had a good weekend. Blues just keeping on. Another win, mate. I feel like Donald Trump when he come out and said, we're going to win that much. We're going to get sick of winning. We're going to win that much. We're going to get sick of winning, mate. Just another one. Just another notch in the belt this week. GWS. Push them aside and move on to the next one. So it's been a good week. Hello to the chat. Chats straight away. Sammy Taylor, always the first one. Go Carlton Blues on Saturday afternoon. We've got a game Saturday afternoon. Mitch is in there. Mark, what are you going to say this week? What are you going to say this week? You can't say anything worse than what Aiden said last night on the jumper punch. If everyone wants to see what he said, go to our Instagram and you'll see what he said last night. Nothing can be as bad as what he said last night. What do we got? We got Stuart. He's talking about Boston. What a city. I don't understand what that means, but we love you, Stewie. Rocco Moro all the way from Perth.
Rocco.
Carlton Football Club are ruling the rivals at the moment. They're just ruling the rivals. Bochak, yes, he's right. If you did miss it, we just had our holiday. We just had our road trip. It went up at 7 o'clock, so we did a bit of a vlog, as I call it. The vlog of the trip. So get down there. It only goes for about 10 minutes, but check it out. It's real fun. It's a bit of a fun. Good vlog. Good vlog. Yes. Sammy Taylor always there. Peter, of course. Carlton Collingwood win, Richmond lose, and Essendon in the bin. You can't be more accurate than that, can you? Enzo Valentino was one of our favourites. What's Scotty? Scotty's getting a little bit upset lately. Carlton doesn't. He put it in capital letters. When you put it in capital letters, it means you're upset, right? Carlton doesn't. He's talking about the thumbnail we done. He doesn't wear and or about. Now, Scotty, they're not real pictures. They're just generated goop that we do. Do you understand they're not real people? Do you understand that a tiger and a magpie can't get in the ring and have an actual fight? I hope you understand they're not real pictures, guys. So, but we got Oz. Ozzy's back. Is he going to be there on the weekend? And of course, our favourite Greek, Georgie's in the chat. Thanks, guys. Jay's always there. Lou Felino's always there. So yeah, make sure you push the like, share, and subscribe. Carlton is the form team for sure, aren't they? They are the form team, just behind Fremantle. With 5 wins. Can we make it 6 this week?
Can't West Coast.
I agree, Dylan. Ease him back in. All right. Well, we're not easing anyone back in, mate. We're not easing anyone back in. He's coming straight back in this week. All right, before we get on, make sure, thank you very much to our sponsors. What a great sponsor. Top Dog Liquor is in their bottom. Make sure you get down there. He's got all the specials, all the alcohol's on special. Get down there, have victory drinks when you're watching Carl, and then you're wondering where can I go to see Lyndon? Huh? Where can I go and get my drinks from? Well, let's go.
Boozy and bold, top dog liquor, boozy and bold, top deals, top booze, we have everything you choose. Iron Bar, Keith, Coach, Strathdale, White Hills, top dog liquor. Get a little punch.
Make sure you get down there. Get a little punch with Top Dog Liquor. What a true gentleman, man. This bloke here, I'm telling you, this bloke, you want someone to be there and stand beside you. He's the man, mate. He did it in the ring. He did it for Australia. And now he's doing it for Fourever Rivals and TJP. So we thank Lyndon Oski. We've got a few more people just jumped in. Hello, chat. Oh, Robert Galicchio's always there. Thank you very much. Oh, calm down, Rocco. Uncle Akka, a Bulldog supporter. Now, I just want to say we went down to our other sponsors in Northland there in the Sporting Globe, and it was packed, man. It was bloody what a day. It was it was the biggest one we've had. It was packed, and it was a good because we won. It was a good, and I met Uncle Akka. He came down, doggy supporter, came down. Spent the evening, spent the afternoon with us, man. What a top bloke, man. So we love Uncle Akka. Thanks for joining us again. All right. Yeah, Aiden is a banana of the season. If you really want, you've just got to watch it, man. Get onto our Instagram and watch what he said and tell me what you think about that. All right. That's it. I think we're ready. We're going to have some big issues. We're going to talk about some big issues. What do you reckon about, guys? The AFL have come out again, haven't they? They've come out again. They've come out again. So let's AFL come out again now. Andrew Dillon, Laura Kane, Swan, all of them. I reckon since they've taken the reins, mate, they've just lost control of the horse. What do you reckon? The horse is going off the tracks, mate. Because now they've come up with a new, what have they got? They've got some new ideas for some new season, like new bloody season fucking fixture. Season fixture for 28 and that, and they've come up with some ideas. And do you want to have a look at some of these and we'll dissect them and see what we think about them? Let's have a look at the first one. Here we go. The fixture fix. This is the first one. This is called option 1, a 22-game model. 22 game. Home and away season decreased to 22 games. 18 unique games, 4 double ups. So that means that everyone plays each other once. Because this is, remember, when Tassie comes in, right? And then you got 4 double ups. So 4 teams are going to play each other twice. 2 buys per team. 8 and 9 games per round. Gather round acts, or the AFL buys back home games. I don't know what the AFL buys back home games means, but all of a sudden they've been trying to convince us with the gather round, and now all of a sudden they want to axe it with this model. What do you think about this one, guys?
It's a simple model, isn't it? The option 1 there. There's no real massive differences there apart from the gather round to be axed and two buys per team. Do we normally get 2 or 1? Because we get 0 around these days, so we normally get 2. Yeah, so
no, you get 2 because if you don't have 0 round, you've still got whatever round 2, round 3. If you don't get it in 0, and then you get 1 in the middle, so you still get the same. So yeah, there's not really much.
They're keeping the 0 round then, obviously,
but they decrease it to 22 games.
So you're missing, okay. So you're really, okay. So you're missing out 2 games per year, going by that, because we played 20. So it's the option 1 to me looks pretty similar, and the 4 double up. So I'm happy with that kind of option. It doesn't seem to really change too much of the fixture that we got at this stage.
This is a perfect comment. Why do they love to complicate things? Like, Like, I don't get it. Like, if you're going to get this, I don't understand what they're trying to do, man. Like, I don't understand, man.
So when they say the four double up, when they're talking about the 4 double ups, obviously it'll be the games that attract the big crowds, that are the big money makers. Yeah.
Maybe yes, maybe no. Who knows what their idea is? Who knows if it's going to be? Then, like, it's going to be unfair that Carlton Collingwood, let's say, play twice every year, because it doesn't happen now. So they won't be doing that. So there'll be 4 double ups. Who knows how they're going to work out who plays who twice.
Yeah, I think with the double ups, what they could do is everyone plays each other once first, and then they may be a TBC to be for the rest of the double ups. You know what I mean? Maybe the teams towards the bottom of the ladder will play each other again, possibly, and the teams towards the top will play each other again. So to simplify that double up, I reckon everyone should play each other once first, and then double up towards the end as a TBC.
So I agree with Rocco Model. They're not going to go with option 1. They're not going to go. I don't know why they even brought it up. They're not going to go with option 1. You want to see option 2? Let's have a look at option 2 now. 24 game model. Season increased to 24 games. 18 games versus unique opponents, and then 6 double ups now. Right, instead of 4, 6, 2 buys, 8 or 9, 2 neutral rounds, gather round stays, and game lengths could be shortened. So they could be going down to possibly what did it used to be, like 17.5-minute quarters? Remember when there was COVID or something? They could do 18 minutes. Yeah, they could do something like that. So what do you reckon about this one? This one here, as I said, they've actually increased it. You got 6 double ups, and when they got 18 games, everyone plays each other once.
Yeah.
What did they mean by the 6 double ups? I don't get it. What did they mean, Liam?
Wouldn't it just be so you play everyone once in the first 18, and then the double up is like, so like if it's Richmond Carlton round 1, then Richmond Carlton double up and play again later in the season, that would be a double up.
But does that mean you don't play another side? Like, I don't get it. Like, what do the other sides do? 6 double ups, like.
No, I mean, so if you're playing 24 games throughout the season, obviously I'm gonna have to play 6 teams.
So each teams will play 6 double ups, all right, instead of the 4. Yeah. All right, now it makes sense.
That's the only problem I have with is in terms of how do they actually decide who are the 6 double ups, or the other one, who are the 4 double ups going to be. That's the only interesting.
It'll go down to the clubs that are going to make money, and that's what it is. I think
you're spot on, to be honest. Yeah, 100%.
I don't think they can do that completely. I don't think they can. They can, Manny. They can't, because then clubs will complain. You know what I mean? Like, they just can't do it, because then you're favouring one team because they make more money.
I don't know. I mean, you're saying they're favouring, but at the end of the day, isn't it the case where, you'll have, like last year, I think it was, when Collingwood played St Kilda, and it was a St Kilda home game at the MCG. So at the end of the day, there was 70,000. So that's something that, a team can't complain about. So what are they going to be complaining about? They're not going to get the supporters. They're not going to get the revenue. The revenue's going to come there. It just doesn't matter, Or maybe they decide, as Mark said, that you play the 18 games, and then during the course of the season, maybe they turn around and say that the 6 double ups are sort of to be confirmed, type of thing.
I mean, what have they got now as double ups? I think it's 7, isn't it?
Yeah, it'd be close to about 7. Yeah.
Yes.
So they kind of take one away. So, and then we don't always play Collingwood twice. We don't always play, the big game. We don't always play you guys twice. So it's not just about money. But anyway, that's it. I don't think option 2. I mean, all they've done is extended it by 1 game, because you got the 19 teams. So I agree. 24 games means that grand final probably then will become October grand final. Won't be September anymore.
We'll start the season early.
Blue Bagger reckons they've already decided. Could be. I mean, they'll already know which one they like. He reckons just choose the double ups out of the hat. Simple. I don't think that works like that. I don't think the AFL work like that.
Because that's why it's hard. Like I understand Manny's idea perfectly. Like they're going to want to do the big ticket items, and if I know the AFL, that's probably what they're going to lean towards. But then, if you're in a situation next year where it's like say it's our teams again, and Carlton's right up there, and we're still down the bottom. Like it's not really going to be good for us to play the top team twice. So that's where that's
what I mean. And then it's going to be also
like, what if I get shafted with a fixture really bad?
Yeah, and then the other way around, then the top team plays a bottom team and gets an easy
or the top team just gets an easy run home.
Yeah,
exactly.
So Lou reckons there's already 6 now. So that could be.
I just counted that we've got, unless I've missed one for Richmond, but we've got 5. We've got Carlton twice, Melbourne twice, West Coast twice, Adelaide twice, St Kilda twice. Unless I've missed someone, I can only see 5.
That's what may be happening. If we've got 5 now, that would make more sense.
There should be 6. There should be 6. He's right. North Melbourne. We played North Melbourne twice. We just played them. All right. There is 6.
What about this one? Should the double up game should be top 6 play each other, middle 6 play each other, bottom 6 play each other? Would that fix it?
It could, yes, but
But then you're going to have this rolling picture.
So does that mean we're getting to say like 17, 18 weeks into the season and still not knowing who we're going to play? I mean, I don't mind it, but it is.
And that's the problem. You won't know until practically the week before who you're playing and where they're playing and everything.
A week or 2 out, yeah.
And then what happens? Are they home games? Like then. Like you got to organize.
That's the biggest one, the fixturing. Like if you've got 5 teams that are meant to play at the MCG across 3 days, how are you going to do it? Are you going to double up a game on the same day? That's why. Yeah. Like logistically, if you're planning it that way, that's its downfall.
I don't understand why this whole process. I mean, it's to me, it just doesn't make sense. I mean, everything is running okay at the moment. I
don't think so.
I think it's a big enough season as it is. As far as I'm concerned, and it's a long season because there's a lot of injuries throughout the whole year. Some teams are down and out by. By the round 13, 14, that they're completely out of the game. So,
yeah, that's why I think there needs to be changes, Manny, because by round, like you're saying, by round 13, 14, there's a lot of dead rubber games. So, I think the option 3 is actually a quite good option. That's my favourite option. Option 3, I think it is.
We'll go into option 3, but Mark's right for once in his life. Mark's right. For once in his life, it's because they want to keep the season alive as long as possible. That's what they're doing, and this is what the wildcard round is doing. It's keeping the season alive for longer. You know what I mean? Like now we're going, like teams like Carlton and Collingwood are going, we're only half a game or 1 game out of the top 10. But in the normal situation, we're probably like 2 or 3 games out of the top 8, you know what I mean? So you wouldn't have been taught. If I'm sitting there saying 14th, you're going, no chance to make finals. And now you're looking at it going, there's a chance we make finals. So we'll go to option 3.
Well, before we go to option 3, can I ask a question? How many teams have finished 8th and have won the flag?
I don't think anyone has.
I think none. None, I'd say.
Right.
The only team that's
Adelaide.
No,
I think the Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs.
I think the Bulldogs.
Adelaide, I don't think Adelaide never did it. Adelaide did it from 5th and 6th.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
And the Doggies did it from 7th. No one's done it from 8th.
All right. So the chances of you saying to yourself, "Oh, you know what? We're going to be playing finals football." I mean, really, what is it? You're playing one game with potentially, that you may, you know. I know that they're offering you that option that you're going to play finals football. Anything can happen in finals football, but I don't know. This is to me. It just seems like it's a total gimmick. It's an absolute gimmick. I mean, I know it's the first year, and be interested to see how
It's
it pans out. But it's a
because
gimmick.
of it's because of this Tassie coming in. They don't know what they're fucking doing, mate. Jason comes up with a good point. Cold Pies want less games, so Dunkos can win the Brownlow, and that's true. I mean, if there's less games, he would have won already two. I reckon he would have won already two fucking Brownlows.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
No, you disagree? All right, let's have a look at option 3, right? This one here, you like option 3. I think this is the fucking worst one, right?
I don't mind it.
Home and away season cut to 20 games, 3-week group stages. 3-week group stages. 18 unique games, 2 double ups, gather round and rival round. All right. Top 16 teams divide into 4 groups of 4 and play each other once. The bottom 3 teams compete in their own group for a draft incentive.
I've been saying that for a long time.
Group stage determines final 10.
Yeah.
So if I'm getting this right, we go to 20, and then what happens is there's 18 unique games, 2 double ups, gather round and rival round stay, right? Then what they're saying is then the top 16 compete for the top 10, pretty much. So you got your top 16, you got 4, 8, 12. 4, 8, 12. Yeah. Is that right?
4, 8, 12, 16.
Oh, yeah. 4 groups. Sorry. Yeah. 4 groups.
4
sorry.
groups
Yeah.
4.
4, 8, 4, 16. Then they compete in some sort of, they play each other once.
Correct.
The bottom 3. So they play each other once, and then the top 2 would play, would make it through. That would make it 8. And then there's still another 2 to play. And is there a wild card anymore? I don't know. Oh, there is, because it's final 10. So anyway, there's more to work out on that. And then the bottom 3 play in this competition for draft picks. Fuck, man. That's all over the place, man. I'm confused here.
Where's that comment before? I think it was Blue Bagger. Why are they making it so complicated?
Exactly.
Like, seriously, I've spent like an hour or so over the last couple of days reading about it. I don't get it. It does. I can't figure it out. I really can't.
Makes no sense. Makes no sense.
This one here is a complete shambles. This one, they've completely changed everything here, man. Like, as I said, there'll be a bottom 3 competing this thing, and then you got your top 16. Then the top 16 have to compete for the top 10, and then the top 10 goes to the top 8. I don't get it, man. I don't know. And I reckon Scotty's right. Imagine these pissy little CEOs thinking they have a vote. The broadcasters will decide which one is for them. Yeah, 100%, man. It's the broadcasters who are going to decide. They're paying the money, man. They're going to have a big say in which one they want. And it's about how many more games can they get on TV.
So let me get this right. So let's say is it the bottom? It says the bottom 3 teams. Is that right? Or would it be the bottom 4 teams?
No, bottom 3 teams.
Bottom 3 teams. Okay.
There'll be 19 teams in the comp.
Okay. So let's say the bottom 3 teams, right? So let's say that you've got the team that's finished 16th is only a game ahead of the team that's 17th position, and then that team ends up playing the bottom 3 and wins 3 games, and all of a sudden those 3 games can change the whole momentum of the situation. So how does that then, how are you going to have those 3 teams then competing for what the draft pick and all that kind of stuff? It just doesn't make sense.
So I don't know how that's going to work. Is it the one who wins the most gets the draft pick? Yeah. And then all of a sudden the bottom team who has won 0 games, let's say Essendon. Let's do Essendon. They won 1 game. I think who's in? I can't see. Oh, I'll put it up for a sec. Let me just put it up.
We're in there as well.
West Coast, right? Let's say there'll be West Coast. Let's say it's West Coast for now, right? Let's say it's that, right?
Yeah.
Let's get that back on number 3. Let's get that back. Let's say it's West Coast. They've already won 3 extra games. It could be 4 extra games than fucking Essendon, right? Right? And then all of a sudden, West Coast, who's won 3, 4, 5 more games than Essendon, wins their 3 games, right? Then they get number 1 pick, and Essendon get shafted again. Is that what's going to happen?
Well, that's what it sounds like.
Well, yeah, it's an incentive for the teams, the bottom teams, to win, I guess. And
Yeah, no, but if you can't win, if you can't win in the home and away season, what makes you think all of a sudden in like these last 3 weeks you're going to dominate? You can barely win a game, right?
You might sack the coast, and then all of a sudden you might start winning a few games. So anything can happen in the game of football. So it's an incentive. I like the idea. I like the idea of playing, these dead rubber games that we're doing at the moment, and give the teams an incentive to win. And you get something for it. You get rewarded for it. That reward will be number 1. So there's not going to be much of a game difference between last and third last, Rocco.
What do you mean? There's now 4 games, I think, the difference at the moment between last and fourth last, right? And West Coast, West Coast look like a pretty good side at the moment. They're just losing games to good sides, right? Essendon doesn't look like they can win a game. So I'm just making that as an example. At the end of the year, you can barely win a game, right? West Coast are actually improving and playing some really good football. They'll probably I'll tell you now, if that was happening now, West Coast would probably win all 3 games. Right?
Yeah.
Then what happens is, right, they'll get number 1 pick, Richmond will get number 2 pick, and you'll get number 3 pick for finishing last. And now you'll go into the AFL and asking for assistance?
Yeah.
Like, we just took away your draft pick, right? Because you didn't win this little fucking comp that they decided to do. And then you go, oh, well, you know what? We want assistance now. Like, I don't know, Mark. This is just a shambles to me, bro. This is just.
I like the third option. I like if they're going to do something. To me, it's there's rules out there to be broken. So change the way we start playing our football and look to the future. So they do it a lot in soccer and all that kind of stuff. They have group divisions. So I don't see an issue with the top 4 playing. Maybe say for instance the top 4 they play your 8th to 12th, and then your 5th to 8th play your 13th or 12th to 16th. So there's still a little bit of advantage there for finishing the top 4. You play the mid-range teams as opposed to top 4 playing 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. You'll have your top 4 playing, your 8.
What's the current salary cap for each team?
18.5.
Yeah, I thought it was around the 20 million, but yeah, it could be right.
Right.
They're like about 18.5. Yeah.
All right, so let's say 20 million for the purposes of balancing the books here, right? Forget the 18.5. Let's say 20 mil. So why don't they do this? All right, 18.3. Let's say 18 million. Just don't worry about the 300,000. We're going to buy mixed lollies and give them to the kids. So, say $18 million, right? Why don't they do this where they'll say to themselves, you know what? We run the circus. We control the circus. Why don't we then have the teams that finish in the top 8 capped at the 18 million, and then have the teams below that where we cap it, say, for example, at 30 million, and give them that option to be able to catch up and to be able to balance things.
That's
not
fair.
Well, what do you mean? I mean, many years ago, they said that, well, there was a certain team that used to do it and they were complaining about it. I mean, what's fair these days? I mean, why don't we do it that way? If you're going to make it an even...
Now you're just making it more unfair. Like now, if we just go by your numbers, right?
Yeah.
Right. Why should the bottom sides get an extra $10 million?
I mean, look at the moment what they're struggling. I mean, don't you want to even out things? Don't you want to make things a
It
little bit
is
more
even.
competitive?
It's even. Everyone gets the same amount of money. It is even. Where is difference is running the club. That's the difference. It's not in money. Like they've all got the same amount of money to spend.
So what you're saying
So
is that, all right. So because my next question is, all right, we talk about the same money. How is a club like Essendon that at the moment has hit really rock bottom? How are they going to turn things around?
well, it's not an easy fucking question to answer, right? But
Probably not
you have
financially.
to manage your organisation better. You have to get the right people in. You have to get the right draft picks in. You know what I mean? That's what good sides do.
Yeah, it
Like,
might
let's
not
be
be
serious. The
financially.
other sides did it. The other sides did it. Like we did it. Like you've done it. Everyone's done it. Essendon will do it too. You just got to get the right people in. I mean, if you miss. I don't get why when you mismanage your club, and Essendon have mismanaged their club, right? And Carlton did to a certain extent too, right? But Essendon have truly mismanaged their club. Why should we now reward them? And a club like, for your club, a club like Collingwood, who doesn't mismanage their club and does everything well, you're getting penalised now for doing a good job.
Mhm.
Well, I'm just throwing it out there, Rock.
I know
I'm
you're
thinking,
trying to find. I understand you're trying to find a way to like do it, but I don't think paying clubs more money is the answer. Before we go on, and before I forget, right? First of all, Oz, thank you. He has been a member for nearly 2 years. How good is that, man? Almost 2 years, TJP member. Also, will be at the Carlton West Coast game this Saturday. Go Blues! And then he decides. Thank you very much for $10. You're a star, Oz. Hawthorn came from 8th at the end of the season last year and made the prelim against Geelong in the finals. I believe the West Coast Bulldogs won the grand final from 7 in 2016. And I know what he's saying. He's saying, well, other clubs have come from way below. I mean, Collingwood didn't they finish second last or something and then fucking won a grand final a few years later? You know, like, I don't know, man. As far as the fixture goes, this one is a bit of a shambles, man. And I think the next one is even worse, if you tell me.
Wow.
Let's have a look at the next one.
Wow.
This one, forget about it. If they bring out this one, I might stop watching footy, right? Season cut to 20 games, 3-week tournament.
that's what a 3-week
18
tournament
unique
was.
games, 2 double ups, gather around, right? All right, a separate 3-week tournament carved out in the middle of the season. 4 games of 5 clubs compete in play. The 20th team slot filled by a state league or all-star side. What the fuck? Did they just say, like, listen, man, they're in a meeting. I can see what happened. They're in a meeting. They go, listen, we've got 3 options. We need a 4th option, right? And then they just turn to the bloke who was serving the coffee and they go, just put some stuff down and give it to me because I got to quickly have this media conference here and I got to put something together because this is fucking rubbish. To even put this out as an option just shows how incompetent they are.
We'll call that option for the dog's breakfast.
That is shit, man. What is this midweek tournament? Separate 3-week tournament carved in the middle of the season. So in the middle of the season, they're going to stop everything and have this fucking bullshit tournament.
So what do? So you get Collingwood Carlton playing for a quarter. So if Collingwood is winning that quarter, they'll go to the left, Carlton goes to the right. Then Essendon will play Richmond. If Essendon wins that quarter, they'll go to the left. The loser will go to the right. And then you'll get Collingwood playing it. It just, to me, just doesn't make sense. Is it?
It does actually sound a bit like a Champions League kind of thing, you know what I mean? In the soccer where they've got a Champions League and they've got, you know, all sorts of leagues going on. But, man, we're talking about a world game that's played by every country, you know what I mean? Yeah, and now we're doing this in Victoria. Like, I agree here, man. leave the game as it was. Top 8 is enough. Like seriously, I don't understand why it changed from the top 8. Just leave it and that's it, man. I'm seriously. You know what? If we make 10th and play finals, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I'll be happy because that's the rules. But at the end of the day, if they said right now, listen, we're going to go back to a fucking top 8, I'd say fantastic. That's what I want. If you're not good enough to play in the top 8, you're not playing. That's it.
Yeah, I agree.
Beautiful.
I agree.
Simple.
Yeah.
Is it simple? Is it simple, Liam? Is it simple?
How you put it is simple, yeah.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I mean. Like, is it simple? They don't make it simple. They're making it fun. Like, what is it?
I don't even know. Who are the State League All Stars? What is this?
What do they do there?
Anyone? Can I sign up for that? Can I play? How does?
I think they probably what they probably do is take the best player from or two the best top players from each team, and they create a team.
No, it wouldn't be from your team. It would be like state teams. Like it would be the Waffle and the Sandford and the VFL. That's what it would be.
Right. So you just
they can't get players from Collingwood to start playing for another fucking team. Like, well, what's going on here, man?
Okay, all right. So they're basically going to get a mix of basically players who potentially may have the ability to play at that level, and they'll create a team and basically what, just for the fun of it.
Pretty much, it's pretty much just for the fun of it.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem is that when you look at all these people that are in charge of the AFL, they just don't make sense. They really don't make sense. It's just, we had the match review that was going berserker for a long time, and then they had many people blamed, and they were pointing the finger at many people, and many people lost their positions, and now all of a sudden they're trying to do something else. I don't know. They must be bored with themselves. Something's got to give.
To me, they seem like, listen, I look at this simple, right? We've got this 18-team competition. Next year, we're going to have or 28, we're going to have a 19-team competition. Eventually, they'll have a 20-team competition. I guarantee they will bring it to 20 teams, right? Because they got to even it up. So they got this, right? You can't play each other twice. It's too long. You can't do it, right? It's never going to happen, right? Yeah. So you're never going to have a fair competition. You're never going to do it. Like it's not going to happen, right? You're going to every year. Some teams play some teams twice. Some teams play the bottom teams twice. Some teams play the top teams twice. Some teams go to interstate. Sometimes you play an interstate game against Sydney, but then you don't play them anymore. Then the next year you play them in Sydney again. And then the year after that, you play them at home. But that year, you play them twice that year. It's never going to be the same. It's never going to be evened up, this, right?
What are they?
What are they trying to do? What are they trying to do? You can't make this a perfect game.
No, and it'll be perfect, Rocco, but they do reflect on the position of the ladder of the team. So, this year we've played, I think, West Coast twice, North twice. I mean, they kind of, it's never going to be 100%, but they're not going to have Essendon playing, say, Brisbane twice this year.
So what happens when a team like, for example, finishes in the bottom four, like for Port Adelaide or Fremantle, like a few years ago, they're finishing bottom there, and then the year after they're in Adelaide did it, they're finishing at the bottom, and then the year after they're in the top four, right? And then all of a sudden you're playing Adelaide twice because they finished in the bottom four. But they had some injuries, what I mean? They rested a few players at the end. They finished bottom. They picked up a draft pick. They were happy. All of a sudden this year they're in the top. They're on top of the ladder, and you're going to play them twice. How is that fair?
Yeah, it's not fair. It's never going to be 100% fair. But
exactly.
That can sometimes not happen. Majority of the time, that doesn't happen. You tend to know which teams are going to be at the bottom of the ladder for the next 2 or 3 years. But obviously, if you get a team that has injuries or gets extra draft picks and trades or whatever the case may be, but I think they've got a bit of an idea, the AFL, how they fixture for next year.
I reckon they should just split. I reckon they should just split what they do is they split it into two
Nah, No.
halves.
no,
Right.
don't do
Li-
conferences.
Listen to
There's
this for a
not
second. You
No.
split it into
We're
two
not
halves,
fucking
right?
basketball here, mate.
No, but what I'm saying is you split it into two halves, right? And you might get, for example, Collingwood and Carlton, Richmond, Essendon are in the first half, and you got the teams in the second half, right? And then what you do is you're basically going to get these teams are going to play against these teams twice. So Carlton and Collingwood will never play against each other because they happen to be in the same group. But
So
you
how
might get
good is-
Collingwood.
Oh,
Well,
man, don't just stop
I don't
here,
know.
Manny.
I'm
Just stop here.
just trying to.
That
I'm
is
just
the
trying to-
dumbest idea I've ever
There
heard.
are going to be more teams coming into the comp too, Rocco. So I mean, 19 is going to be 20 very soon. They're going to have to even it up, right? So that's 10 on each section. What Manny was spot on about. So you play each other twice. It gives you 20 games.
Yeah.
It gives you 20 games, right?
That's it.
How they do that, I don't know. But that's a fair point that Manny's got there because the more teams that are in the comp, the easier it might be to separate the two.
Yeah.
The thing is, right, just say you got 20 teams, right? And let's say you play each other once. Right? So that's 19 games you have for the year, right? That is 3 or 4 short of where they need to be. They can't do it. They can't have 19 games in a final series. So then what they would have to do is extend the final series, try to get more games, because they've got broadcasting rights, right? I agree. If we all play each other once and then that's it. You can't be more fairer than that. You play each other once and then 1 year you play at your home, next year you play at fucking away, and that's it, that would be fair. And then you have a final series, but then do we extend the final series? Make it longer. Maybe that's a better option than all this rubbish they're putting up now. You play each other once, right? And then you have an extended final series where you already have an extended by a week. Make it, I don't know, since they've come up with their brand new ideas, maybe there's an idea to extend the final series and maybe do have for the bottom 8, maybe do have a
Like round robin or something like that. Yeah.
To do what? I don't agree that they should be for draft picks because again, you could finish at the top of that, right, and then end up with number 1 draft pick.
Yeah. I mean,
and that's not, and then you are not helping the bottom side. You are not helping.
It's all about incentives, and there's always ideas out there, and I think I might have mentioned it, probably about 3 or 4 months ago, where they should maybe have you get 4 points to start off, next year. So you're playing for four points to start of next year, or a bonus percentage boost. So you can use that percentage boost anytime during the year. Just little things like that can kind of give those bottom teams a bit of a head start going into next year. So an example, Essendon get the bonus 4 points. They get the 4 points at the start of next year. They'll be on top of the ladder.
I don't get that. I don't understand why bottom sides need to get a fucking reward.
It's just an incentive, mate. It's just.
But
an
it's
incentive
not an incentive because then you go so which sides? All right. We'll go with you, Mark. Which side gets the 4 points? Just the bottom side?
The bottom, the teams that probably don't make the finals.
Yeah, all of them.
Or maybe look into that option 3. Maybe look into that option 3 reward there instead of getting the draft. Maybe look at getting a bonus point or a booster for percentage.
I know, but why should you, for having a shit year and being a shit side, right? Why should you be now next year? Why do you get a fucking reward?
Well, it's. I mean, I believe it's an incentive. It's an incentive
but it's not an incentive because you're getting
it's a dead rubber games then, Rocco. Then you might as well not. You might as well just, like you're saying, keep it the way it is. But the way things are going, the more teams are coming to this comp, the more dead rubber games you're going to get at the end of the day.
Like the other clubs won't accept that. If I'm not going to accept that, I finish 11th, right, and then we just out of the 8, right, and then or out of the 10, sorry, and then you at the end of the year get a start with 4 points.
Yeah.
Fucking, coaches lose their job for 4 points. Make the finals or don't make the finals, and you just want to hand out 4 points. No, I disagree, man. I don't. Listen, if you finish at the bottom, fucking that's it, man. You got to work hard to fucking get out of it, mate. It's not fair. It's not fair, man. Clubs work hard to fucking be in the final.
Yeah.
We work hard. I know you don't understand that, Mark, because you're not in the finals, right? But we work hard to make these finals. Manny, how hard do you have to work to make finals?
Very hard.
How about, all right, we'll do the opposite then, right? If you finish on top of the ladder or in the top 4, you start the season minus 4 points. That's the same thing, isn't it?
Don't the grand finalists don't they get an incentive payment or something like that? Is that right or not? Doesn't the club get financed for winning the grand final?
They might. It's not much. It's not much. It's a couple hundred. I don't think it's that much. I don't think it's like 250 grand. It's not even worth the money. Like, that's not the incentive. Like, tell me what club goes, oh, we want to win this grand final for the 250 grand. No one does that.
Maybe give them $1 million for the win.
They don't give a fuck. You think you think that's what gives a club incentive to win a grand final?
They get rewarded for winning a grand final as well. They get $1 million in their bank, mate.
What, winning a premiership medal isn't enough incentive?
It is a good incentive. It is, but
good incentive. That's the only incentive. That's the only incentive.
Yeah. But maybe for the club, they get it.
No, you can't, man. I don't think there should be any handouts to nobody. There's already too many fucking. That's it. This is the problem. People in these day and age want fucking too many bloody handouts. Everybody wants a handout. No one wants to work for it. If you're at the bottom of the ladder, you know what? Next year, get it fucking right, and make sure you don't finish at the bottom of the ladder. And you know what? You might finish again at the bottom of the ladder next year, but you make sure that your goal is to fucking start climbing that ladder. That should be your incentive, man.
I remember in the 70s, and I'm starting to show my age, but plastic surgery has done wonders for me. St Kilda used to always end up last. It was either the Doggies or St Kilda.
And
St Kilda, Doggies. You know what I mean? There was always those two teams. They were always struggling, always with a wooden spoon.
Yeah, because they couldn't run their clubs properly, I'm guessing. That's what we're referring to, aren't we, Manny, really? So what Rocco's referring to is that they didn't manage their clubs in those 70s and 80s.
Yeah. So why should we reward them? The clubs, this is right, clubs should be playing for points, not handed points. 4 points to a football club is worth more than any money you can give them. The 4 point, that's all you play for, is the 4 points during the year. That's all you play for, man. I think there's too much bullshit going on at the moment where they're trying to change things. They're doing exactly the same thing as they do with the rules on the game. They're always trying to change it, trying to make it faster, trying to make it quicker. Where are we getting? All we're getting is more problems. Like, all we talk about, we hardly talk about the footy anymore.
No, that's right. Well, you know what? Here's another one that someone just texted me. You got 4 points for a win, 2 points for a draw. The losing side gets a point.
No.
But that doesn't matter because it's still going to work out the same, Manny.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is there's a little incentive for you. So, for example...
But there's no incentive because it won't make a difference. It only makes a difference on the number. But you're still going to be finished. You'll still finish bottom. See, you know what? Right. All right, so Essendon, for example, they're on 4 points. How many games have you lost?
I don't know.
They've lost everything else, haven't they?
Yeah,
they've lost 13 games.
You knew that, didn't you?
They've lost 13 games. So now they would be on 18. They would be on 18 points, but they're still at the bottom of the ladder.
That's what I mean.
Because every other loser gets a point, so that doesn't work. Did you think that through, Manny? That's not going to work.
Like I said to you,
What about a percentage
just got-
booster?
someone
is that-
texted me. Someone texted me with an idea.
Do I
that's
know this
all.
person? Do I know
You
this
do.
person?
Yeah, and he's a Carlton supporter.
yeah.
If it's him, when I see him, I'm going to fucking bag the shit out of him, man.
Shit, that's terrible.
But okay, so we're talking about management, all right? And we're talking about the Essendon Football Club at the moment, bad management, all right? Well, here's another question that I'd like to impose. If they're bad management, why are they thinking about bringing Hurd back in?
Why they what?
They want to bring Hurd back.
That's good management.
Listen,
He was bad. He was bad management.
Let Essendon do what they want to do. Just let them do that. They dig their own grave.
Musical.
There you
I'm
go.
gonna start playing that every time Essendon win on the theme song. I'm gonna start playing that every time they come on.
I'll
Yes,
tell you
well,
one
we won't
thing,
hear it
you won't
again
be
then, will
playing
we?
it.
Hey, what was that?
Huh?
You won't
Said
be-
we won't hear it again then, mate. That's
Oh,
good.
Carlton might be playing it again this week. One of the players might be playing it.
West is going to miss week, mate.
It's all about
That
fun,
was-
isn't it, Rocco?
That was great, man. That was great. You wish Essendon were having as much fun as Carlton at the moment,
Oh, a
man.
bit of fun, is it, mate? Oh, geez, that's a lot of fun, mate. That's a lot of fun singing the harmonica or playing the harmonica instrument.
Well, tell me something, Mark. Tell me something, Mark. First of all, everyone loved it, right? Everyone loved it, right? Second of all, guess who on Fourever Rivals played the harmonica right now?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
For a bit of fun.
So it worked, didn't it? It
For a
worked.
bit of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know about
These days, I don't know what,
you wouldn't know about singing you
gotta be
wouldn't know
funny,
about
isn't it,
singing
Rocco?
yours. You wouldn't know
Playing
about
instruments
singing
on
yours.
a theme song is not fun, mate. I mean,
What?
fun. It's been 30, what is it getting close to what,
Hey,
32? It's getting close to
Rocco,
32 years without a flag, mate. That's what fun you should
Rocco,
be concentrating on.
Now, speaking
Come on,
about
Rocco, fun.
speaking about mismanagement at the moment, Rocco. Now we won't talk about Essendon because we can see what's going on there. But now
That was the weirdest. That was the weirdest conversation we've had so far about.
Here's a question. The Carlton Football Club has now 5 out of 5. Potentially, they'll have 7 out of 7. They probably will be sitting in the top 8, maybe even up to 6. My question is it true? Have they made an announcement that Mr. Fraser will not be the coach of the Carlton Football Club in 27?
Can you show me that announcement?
I'm asking the question. I'm asking that as a question. Is that so? Is he potentially going to be the coach for 27? I don't know.
How would you know?
I don't know. So that's what again, is a text message I just received from my friend who's afraid to come on the show saying, is Josh Fraser going to be the 2027 coach? Please ask that question. So I'm asking the question.
But how would anyone know?
Well, the fact that, a couple of weeks ago you were saying that they're going to look at options.
Yeah, and they are.
Well, okay. So don't you think at the moment the way Josh Fraser is performing, and as I said, 5 out of 5, potentially 7 out of 7, wouldn't you want to, or is it something that he doesn't want to?
The club has stuck with stance. Chris Davies come out in an interview this week and said, we're going through the process. We're interviewing all the coaches.
Right. So don't you think that would make the caretaker feel uncomfortable knowing
Not
that
really. Not really, because what is he?
Well, he's the coach at the moment.
He's a caretaker coach.
Well, yeah, but I mean, this word caretaker, I mean, all right, he's taking care of the team. Yeah, he's coaching them. Yeah. All right. Hey, listen, I'm going to stop asking these questions.
It doesn't make sense. It's a ridiculous question, right? Because this is the fact, right?
Yeah.
First of all, Fraser, and he might be saying this because He's a smart man. He's not going to put himself under pressure and say he wants the job, right?
Okay.
What assistant coach in the history of AFL, what caretaker coach has ever come out after 2 or 3 weeks and said, I want to be the coach? No one. You're not going to do that, right? That's the first thing, right? Second thing, he says he's not ready for it.
Okay.
Right? So if he's not ready for it, he's not ready for it. Third thing is, I don't care if he goes all the way through, unless he wins the grand final. Then he's got a good argument for himself. But what I'm saying is, you still got to look at options. You got to go through your options. You got to. That's if you do that, right? That's negligence to me. You are negligent as a club because you don't know what's out there. Now, I've had this discussion over and over with everyone. What if he makes the finals? What if he does that? Good. If he makes it, that's going to be on his resume, right? But it doesn't mean I'm not looking at Cali. I'm not looking at, GNC and Cruiser. I'm not looking at bloody the other candidates. I can't even think now, even though we went through them. But Skipworth's another big one. It doesn't mean I'm not looking at these guys. I want you to come in and tell me what you got, because you know what? Maybe Josh Fraser, it is a sugar hit for the next 10 weeks, right? But what's his vision for the future? What if he comes in and goes, yeah, I won, and what's your vision for the future? Oh, I'm just going to do the same, right? I'm going to say, well, that's not a vision for the future, right?
Well,
I want someone with a vision.
I don't understand. If you're winning games, that's not a vision.
Well, how many teams have won like 5-6 games in the middle of the season and then done nothing? Like, what's the end goal in all this? What's the end goal?
Well, look, the reason why I mean, now I understand why our friend has sent me this question, because when you really think about it, this has been a complete 360. And correct me if I'm wrong, Liam.
I know it's been great.
This has been a complete 360. Yeah, I'm finally starting to see Rocco smiling. Yeah, I'm starting to see.
Great. I'm starting to see
the fact that Rocco's saying that after the game he sings the song. You know, which is fantastic.
I love what they're doing. Does that mean what you're saying is now?
Yeah.
No interviews, right? Let's just hire Josh Fraser now. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that he's on a good thing at the moment. We keep him on the horse, and I think at the end of the day, why wouldn't you sit there and say to yourself, you know what? He's turned things around instantaneously. Why would we need to sit there and worry about when we've already got it now?
And this is look at it this way, Manny. So Carlton stick with Josh Fraser. They're like, you know what? No, he's doing a good job. We'll stick with him. Essendon, another team looking for a coach, they go out and they get Skipworth or they get Kelly or someone. Let's say next season, Essendon starts doing better because they've spent the time, done the research, got the best coach available, and Carlton start, struggling again. I think the issue here is more, yes, we've seen a sample and we know Fraser can be good, but you're making the risk of missing out on potentially someone else great by not giving them the chance. I think that's where it goes wrong. So I think Carlton would hate to see it. Like I know Rocco, I know you like Skipworth. If he goes to Essendon and starts turning it on, you're going to be pretty upset.
All I want is we've been through this before with Teague. We've been through this before. Teams, we won 6 out of the 11 games they hired Teague, right? And then what did he do after that? What I want from Carlton is sustained success. Not next year, not the year after, forever, right? This is building a side, culture, everything, development, have that winning fucking culture in the club, right? Fraser might be the bloke, but I don't know until I interview everyone. That's it. I don't understand how hard that is. Like, how hard is that? Like, I want to speak to everyone before I make my decision. How incompetent are you not to talk to everyone else? Like, well, who are you? Like, I'll be saying, if Carlton did that now, I'd be fucking pissed. That's like saying, oh, I'm the smartest man in the world. Have you met every man in the world? How do you know you're the smartest man in the world? I'm the best podcaster. Have you met every single podcaster? Like, if you haven't interviewed them, like, how would you know who's the best? Like, Fraser might be winning these games because there might be a sugar hit. 5 or 6 of our players might be just having extraordinary 2-month period, right? It might be that. As I said, the next bloke comes in and he's got this vision. He comes in there and he blows their mind. He's got a game plan that no one else can see yet. Like, I don't want our coach to do our game plan that we're doing now. I want our coach to be implementing a game plan that's going to be around in 3 years' time. Because this game plan will be gone in a couple of years' time. This running, there'll be a new game plan. I want the new visionary. I want the new bloke. Yes, Fraser's doing a great job at the moment. But it doesn't mean you automatically get the job. That's incompetent, Manny. How would you do that?
All right. So can I ask another question then?
Well,
was Voss interviewed?
Yeah, of course.
Well, they got that fucking wrong, didn't they?
Fucking oath.
Well,
And they got
there
the
you
one
go.
before that, and they got the one before that, and they got the one before that. But
So
it
all of a
doesn't
sudden-
mean.
So all of a sudden, there's a little bit of ray of sunshine, that sometimes it makes no sense that we interview, or maybe they're interviewing wrong. I don't understand. Can you explain that to me?
Can I say something to you?
Yeah.
Well,
you're
you
telling
never
me-
got coaches. You never got coaches wrong.
I'm not
Every
saying that,
single
but you-
coach that you've had in the history of Collingwood has won grand finals, has it?
No, but what I'm saying
So, but
is,
what you keep continually doing is making sure you do the process. You make sure you get the process right. Are you going to get it right every time? No. When you build a house, you make sure you start from the foundations. You build this fucking house right. You do it right. You don't say, I build it right now. You know what? I'm not going to pour fucking concrete in the fucking foundations now. I'm going to put mud in there.
No, I'll get where you're coming from as well, Matty, by Carlton fucking up a lot, because to be honest, since 2000, Carlton have actually had 10 coaches. So 10 coaches in 20 years, that's an average of 2 years per coach. So I've really been interested in Carlton the
We
last.
haven't had 10 coaches, but you're adding, name the 10 coaches.
Well, I'm not going to name them, but you have
Why?
had 10 coaches in the last.
No,
20
we haven't,
years.
because a lot of them are they're caretaker coaches. You're adding caretaker
No,
coaches into that.
You've only had one caretaker.
No, we
coach.
haven't. There was Teague.
It's
There was.
your
What are you
latest one's
talking
caretaker.
about? What do you mean we've only had one?
Give and take one coach, Rocco. But what
We've had one caretaker, have we?
Yeah.
What was
Yeah.
Teague?
in 20 years. But this is your last caretaker now. But yeah, so this is what I saw since 2000. They've had 10 different coaches, Manny. So that's showing you how much they've fucked up in the last 20 years in getting coaches. But I have been interested, and it saddens me to say, Rocco, but I have been watching Carlton the last 4 to 5 weeks, and I think they are playing some really good football, bro. Right, they certainly are. But I'm really interested to see, because of proven record, when they do hire their coach, their new coach, their future coach, it'd be interesting to see how long this winning feeling goes. And this is just an outsider
looking
looking in.
about you come up with
I
the
know
dumbest
what
fucking
the
thing.
foundations
All
and
we can
stuff
do
are.
now, right, is shut the fuck up.
Well,
All we
I
can
just
do
hope-
now,
I
I
just
know
hope
what
that-
you're trying to do, right? It's
I
not
just hope
working.
that Carlton-
Listen to me. I'm not going to let my audience listen to your fucking rubbish, right? From a team who injected drugs into kids, right? I'm not doing it, bro. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it from a bloke who
That's
thinks
a
that
fact.
herdage of fucking ass. Yeah, it's a fact that you injected. What you did was you hired a house across the road from the ground and you brought them into a halfway house and you injected the kids, right?
Tell me
Young
something.
kids. That's what
Tell me
you
something
did,
that I know.
right? So tell me
something
something. No, listen to me. Listen to me. Shut the fuck up, right? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Britton, Pagan, Radden, Malthouse, Bolton. Teague, Voldemort, Fraser. 2 caretaker coaches were Baker and Fraser. There wasn't 10 coaches, bro. You're making stuff up. What I hate about you is when you come on here and you haven't got. See, what happens is someone feed you some numbers and you just go with it. You don't research it.
I actually
You
searched
don't
it.
research it. No, you
I
don't.
did
No,
research
you
it.
don't research it. That's
I
what
did
you do,
research it.
right? That's what you do. So you, who haven't won a fucking grand final in 25 years, have not played finals in 20 years should not be talking, right? What I'm saying here now, and you can shut the fuck up, what I'm saying now is this, right? At this point, we're playing great football. Something you wish that you fucking were playing. So your analogy of, I like to see what happens. I like to see how much more dumber you're going to get through this program, right? But we'll get to see it, right? Now, what I'm saying is this, right? What I'm saying is this. At the moment, we've got Fraser as a caretaker.
Yes.
What we do is we go through the process to get the proper coach. That's right. It. What happens next year, the year after, you don't know. No. I don't know. No one fucking knows. No, but what we do is we go through the right process. What you do, right, you worry about your shit club, right? Don't ever fucking worry about my club, bro. You wish you were anywhere near our club. You are, because you seem to do more. You seem to do more. You seem to do more research. You seem to do more research into our club than what you do into your club, and that's your issue.
Yeah, that's the thing. You keep on bagging the Essendon Football Club, but not realising
because you're fucking rubbish. You're at the bottom of the ladder. You've won one game. You still haven't won with your new coach. You're thinking about bringing back a bloke who injected drugs into your players, and you want to talk about our club. You want to talk about our club.
Well, that's a fact.
You want to talk about our club.
We'll wait and see.
How can you talk about our club?
That's why I'm interested to see.
How can you talk? It's like the pot calling the kettle black. Come on, bro. Come on, bro, man. Seriously,
your supporters and your viewers that are out there, Rocco, supporting you, mate. You know they're not going to go against you, buddy, but that's fine.
Go against what? What's
talking about my club as well.
And you don't talk about your club. What you do is you worry about everyone else, but you don't talk about your club. Your fix is get hurt. That's your fix. Get hurt. That's your fix.
Right. Okay. That was the banter of the night, I guess.
So what I said about my club and my the way we're going to do stuff, you're not happy with that. You're not happy that we should go through the process.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying nothing about going through the process. It's just the proven record that shows that
there's no proven record. There's no proven record. There's no proven record because with these Graham Wright, was Davies, was these people there the last 20 years?
Well, you've got faith in these guys now, which is good.
Were they there in the last 20 years?
I don't know.
No, what do you mean you don't know? Were they there? Was this regime, what we're doing now, there?
I can't answer that, Rocco.
No, well, I'll answer for you. No, they weren't there, right? So how can it be the same thing?
Well, that's what I was saying. For your sake, for your supporters' sake.
Don't worry about for my sake. Don't worry about for my sake.
I hope that things do start to change because
so should you.
Like Danny was saying before, you fucked up on Voss and going on proven history.
So you fucked up on Scott, did you?
Well, we did.
And who did you fuck up on before that?
Well, that's right.
And who did you fuck up in before that?
I'm not jumping around like a fucking headless chook and carrying on like a two-bob watch when reality is that you haven't won a flag for 32 fucking years.
But what's that got to do with the fucking process now? Why would you bring that up? Why would you bring that up?
Okay, so it's fair to say that
you're doing
Mark, you're an absolute imbecile at times. We are talking about the fucking Manny asked to think about the culture process, and you keep bringing up you haven't won a flag. You're like a child, bro.
It's a long time.
You're like a fucking child, bro, man. Seriously, man. We were having a serious conversation, and you bring it down. This show isn't just about you trying to do banter.
So I'm not trying to do banter.
No, you are.
That's realistic.
Fucking hell, bro.
So
seriously, man, you wrecked a perfectly good conversation. Sorry, I won't let you speak. You wrecked a perfectly good conversation because you're a moron.
Oh, okay.
Manny, ask your question.
All right. I was going to say that, to be fair, in the last 25 years, there's been 7 coaches and there's been 2 caretakers. and Josh Fraser is the one of the caretakers. So you've had John Baker, who was a caretaker, but you've had 7 coaches. And when you think about it, in 25 years, 7 coaches, you think to yourself, well, if a coach is not performing after the 3rd year, you think to yourself, well, it's time to go, isn't it?
How many? I want someone in the chat tell me how many coaches has Essendon had since they won their last flag. Find out, man.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Find out. Because at least in the last fucking 30, 40 years, you've got the most membership. Remember that quote?
The average. Anyway.
There you go. Look, there you go. You've had fucking 7. We've had 7, and you were bagging us.
What about bagging you, mate?
But how can you turn around and make it seem like we are a disaster because we've had 7 coaches and you've had the same amount of coaches?
Same shit.
You should not be talking about anyone, bro. I'll show you something. You should not be talking about anyone. I'll show you something, bro. Have a look at that. 1 fucking win. 1 win in 2 years, bro. You should not be talking about anyone.
Yeah. It's tough times at the Essendon Football Club. Look, we were talking about this.
Shits me, Manny. You know what shits me? I don't mind banter, right? But from Essendon, out of all fucking clubs, they try to put other teams down.
Yeah.
Far out, bro.
Yeah. Look,
I've also got a little bit of interest in Collingwood as well. Do you know, Manny, that...
wait a sec, Mark. I think you got it mixed up. I think Essendon have had 10.
Maybe I was looking at the wrong thing, mate.
All right.
Far out, man. What a name, mate. You probably should run the AFL, man, because seriously, your ideas are fucked.
I'll give it a crack.
There you go. 8. Either you've had 7, 8, or 10. You've had fucking more than us. You're a disaster, man. And at least in that time that we've had coaches, we've won finals just quietly.
All right.
Yeah.
You done? Any more ridiculous comments?
No.
They reckon you've had 10 plus caretakers. Now you're getting worse than us.
What I was getting with.
You've had more than us. Wait, now this is now classical. He tried to bag Carlton, and his team was doing worse with coaches. And now their plan now is to go back to your ex. You never go back to your ex, mate. You never go back to your ex. Unless she or he's got a unique talent, if you know what I mean. Anyway, move over. Before we get to our games, right? One thing I won't let you do, man, I'm telling you, I won't let you put my club down when your club is a fucking disgrace. Let's move over to the umpires, right? This week, the umpires have gone to a new level of disgraceful. Right, I know what you saw in your games, but I'll tell you what I saw in my games. There were 3 decisions that seriously, I think under 12 umpires could have done better. There was the one, first of all, where they actually paid a mark when it wasn't even, it came off another player and should have been in the back. That was a disgraceful cost of goal. There was the one where they didn't tackle our captain on the wing, and they got him for holding the ball. He didn't even have the ball. And the third one was the mark to Mackay in the 4 line. It was either a push in the back or a mark. It was one of them two. They balled it up. And this is with the umpires right in front of them. And that's without the many other just idiotic decisions, man. I'm going to say this about umpires. I said this last night. The way to fix this up is simple, man. Let's put them full time. You have to.
Rocco, can I just say that I agree with you on that, and I think we've spoken about this a couple of times now. But it's also fair to say that there's too many changes that have been introduced on the field that have now created more turmoil for these umpires. Yeah.
I agree with
It's-
that, but these were simple decisions. These weren't like the interpretation of the rule. These were just blatant mistakes, right? The umpires were right there, right?
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, I agree that there's too many umpires. Like the pool of umpires in Australia, there's not enough for us to have 40 A-level umpires that are part-time umpiring our game. There's just not enough. There's not enough because it proves it. We are getting now C-grade umpires to umpire AFL because we just haven't got enough umpires.
Yeah.
So should we go back to 3 umpires, right? And then you don't need as many. We can get high quality, right? Also, they should be full-time, right? And also, they should be playing, right, all together. They should all be umpiring together every single week so they know each other, right? And the other thing, I've said this before, don't show replays of the decisions. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Don't do it. But there's just the quality has gone downhill.
Yeah. Well, now that you said about don't show those replays, I know that in a lot of the soccer games, they won't show decisions that have been, very, very sort of, 50-50 decisions, something that they won't show it. They won't show them because what it does is that it just basically creates a lot of, a lot of discussion, and all of a sudden people get frustrated. They start blaming the umpires. They start, it's just they're human, and I know I'm not trying to stick up for them, but the reality is that they're human, and the game's gone very quick, and this continuation of flowing the game and on and on and on, and and all that just put behind it. Sure, I agree with you that some decisions that are where they shouldn't be making these mistakes. I don't know. Maybe we go back to what we said. They need to become full time. They need to be full time. It just doesn't make sense. They need to be full time. You know what I mean? And the thing is, how are you going to develop? How are you going to develop more coaches in the future? Because I think it was up until a couple of years ago, they were saying that they didn't have enough umpires coming through the grades to be able to slowly get them.
Now it's worse.
Well, there you go. So why would you want to create, a full-time career where someone says, you know what, I want to do this as a career, and if they're good at it.
So the thing is that Razor said apparently that 3 is bad because the experienced umpires are too old and won't be able. Well, that's a fucking poor excuse. That's a fucking poor excuse, right? So why do we do this? It's just like Carlton are trying to make a plan, unlike Essendon who don't make plans, right? They don't make plans about anything about their future, their club, nothing, right? They just throw caution to the wind, right? This is what they should do, right? We haven't got enough umpires. What are we going to do about it? So at the moment, kids don't want to be umpires.
No.
For a couple of reasons. First of all, it's a shit fucking job because you've got to go through those grades, right? And get absolutely abused before you even get to anywhere where you can make some sort of money, right? Second of all, if it's not a full-time job, like, what are we doing here? Like, what are we doing here? Like, it's a part-time job. So if they make it full-time, right, and make it a career, right, make it a career so you can actually become an umpire as a career. You can look into it and you become a full-time paid AFL umpire once you go through the ranks. Won't that attract more people?
Of course it would.
So make it full-time. Make it a career for people, right? And get the best people out there. At the moment, we're not getting the best. Mate, we just had Razor telling us what? That they're too old, they can't keep up. That's not a good thing to hear.
No.
I don't want to hear that our umpires are too old, they can't keep up.
But this is the problem though, Rocco. You're going to have them where they're going to be getting older and older because pretty much potentially they don't have that development of bringing in younger generation that wants to become.
So what are we going to do about it?
Well, they've got to turn them into professionals. I mean, you look at you look at every other sport. I mean, in soccer, I don't know whether they're full time, but there's
They
a
are
lot
not.
of
No.
umpires. You know, FIFA makes sure that there's a lot of people that are training to do the job. You know, and even if they're not full timers, they've at least they've got the people there. They've got the numbers. We don't have the numbers in the apparently in the National League. You know, if you're over the age, I think over the age of 30 or the age of 31, you're actually not allowed to referee the A League. So maybe this is the problem that all of a sudden you're going to have certain umpires are going to be in their late 30s, early 40s, and they're going to have to try and keep up with the speed of this game. So it makes no excuses. Makes no excuses. The amount of money that the AFL, has, and as you said, Rocco, they could turn this into a wonderful career for some kids that want to grow and develop in the game.
I reckon it's their duty. It's their duty to get the best umpires into this game.
Yeah.
Mate, you want us to watch the game. You ask us for money. We ask us for memberships, revenue, buy merch, and that. I want the best umpires out there because I'm sick of talking about them. Mark, what do you reckon?
Yeah, no, I mean, look, the umpires are a crucial part of our game. So I think we're all on the same wavelength here. It just really comes down to why isn't the AFL doing something about it? We all know that they should be full-timers, possibly have 3. I think everyone's got the same views. But why isn't the AFL doing something about it? I think that's probably the key. What is it? It's not financially. It's not. I mean, put them on full time. That's the big question. Why aren't they doing it? It's very simple.
I don't know. It's the weirdest thing. On no other country then someone will probably come up and say like, in America or something. I don't know. But anyway, with 1.8 billion that the revenue they get through TV rights and all that, you can't make this into like a full-time job and then make it into a career for young kids to go up through the junior ranks, pay them and make sure we get the best umpires out there and do exactly what we do for players, we do for umpires. You know what I mean? Why can't we do that? We want the best. Why don't we get it? Why don't we get it? Like, it's ridiculous, man. And then they keep coming out and saying, it's the best it's ever been.
Yeah.
Where?
And the sad thing is that there are probably a lot of young kids out there that have the potential to be really good umpires, but then they think to themselves, well, there's no career in it. I'm going to be, there's no
100%.
There's no incentive there, so why should I do it? And you've got 100%. The AFL who's got so much money. Why wouldn't they want to do it?
100%, Matty. Imagine you're like even a teenager or a young 20-year-old, like that, and then you maybe want to buy a house, or maybe you got a family, you got some debts, and you get $100 a week doing fucking local footy, and you got to keep doing this, right? And you got to go out and earn some money, right? You're not going to get people staying in the job. They won't stay because I've got a life to lead, and then the chances of you making it are very minimal. So it's not like, it's, mate, I don't get it. To me, it's a simple.
And also the thing is, the other question is, how serious do these umpires take their part-time job when potentially it's a casual job, isn't it? It's a casual job. Well, how serious do they take it? I mean, they've got to keep their fitness. So, obviously that's probably part of the.
They only train once a week or something. I don't know. So it's if they only train once a week to their umpiring duties, I mean, the other part of their training, fitness, and that will be up to themselves, wouldn't it? So that'll be on you.
Yeah.
So you've got now you go there once a week, right? And then you got your full-time job to do. A lot of these are like teachers, and they've got like office jobs and that, teachers, lawyers, some sort of shit like that. So while they're umpiring on the weekend, and then on the during the week, they're marking test papers for kids, or some blokes in court doing trying to get someone off murder, and then he's on the weekend umpiring Carlton Collingwood game, and he's thinking about this bloke who's in jail. Like, I don't want to sound like it's like trivial, but it is in a way, man. If you're not fully, we say it about our players. We want them to be fully invested into that fucking game.
Yeah.
That's why they're full time. Can you imagine like our players like in the old days, they're worried about their mortgage, right?
Yeah.
Because they've got to go and fucking lay bricks during the week. Not that
Yeah.
many would, but they used to. And then they've got to
Yeah.
go and play footy too. Like,
Well-
come on, bro.
We also got to look at what are they getting paid per game? What is the average
I think
income?
Liam looks like he's looking this up.
So
Well-
give me some time. Yeah.
Well, he's been typing.
That might be
He's
just
been
enough
typing
for him.
really loud. He's been typing really loud. It's almost hurting my
Sorry.
my head.
I'm working hard. I'm working hard.
My headset. I can't get people's orders, but
I think it is something like this.
Sorry, Maccas. Sorry, guys.
I don't know, but my wife, my father-in-law, may he rest in peace. He had a very good friend, John Russo, who was an umpire. All right, and of course he's a lawyer by trade. But I'll be really keen in organising to try and maybe have a chat with him just to get his feedback on the whole of how things have progressed over the years with the umpiring and what was it many years ago, because I remember as a kid growing up that the umpires, dressed in white, mate, they had authority. Yeah, they were respected by the players, they were feared by the players. Nowadays I don't know, does that exist? I'd really love to know, has it gone
different.
Has it gone worse? Has it gotten better? So
Well, there's two things.
I'll see if I can get some information on that.
Get some information, but if this is the case, and I think it's close to like 150, like 50 to, it depends on if you go all the way to the grand final. Like if you can get 120, 150, but you got to be umpiring finals and grand final and everything, you know what I mean, to get to that point. But if you're just doing the normal games and you're getting 50, 60 grand, right, you're taking away tax out of that. What are you getting out of it, And people go, oh, that's pretty good for a part-time job. Yeah, it's pretty good. But this is a professional sport. It's not like we're talking about like fucking paddleball. It's a professional sport, and we're talking about, oh, that's okay. What do you mean that's okay? Like, fucking hell, I want the best out there. I don't like some decisions cost jobs. You think a decision could cost a coach his career, could cost you a grand final. Right, could cost you finals, right? Because your mind was on something else. Now they might come out and go, no, when we do the job, we're 100%. They might say that, but I can't believe it. Sorry, I can't believe it. I can't believe it, man. I can't believe you would be 100% committed if you're not. If you've got other things you're doing.
Interesting. Well, someone's just put on there that. Russo denied Diesel Brownlow in 1993.
Yeah, he did, and that's an actual fact. And because
there you go,
he got 40, 41, 42 possessions in the last game of the year, and didn't get one vote. And Wanganeen won it that year by one vote. Now, I'm not saying Wanganeen didn't deserve it, but I think they deserved the dual one. And then Diesel has come out and said that, yeah, he's had words to think about it. And you know what? There was something fishy about that. So he won't say too much, but because I don't think he liked him too much. Because Diesel was a smart ass. But you're getting 42 possessions, you deserve one vote, I'll tell you right now.
Yeah.
In a winning game.
Yeah. I've got someone knocking on the door. I will be back in 5 seconds.
Oh.
Okay, 1, 2. All right. Did you find out information there, Liam?
It's tough. It's a bit all over the place. So from what I'm gathering, there's like a base salary, and then there's kind of like a max that they can sort of. So like could be anywhere between 40,000 to 150,000 per season. Which, if you're only working like, what's the max? Like 27 games. Like season and finals, it's pretty good money. But then they've said like it varies based on experience and their role, and they get like a match bonus. So I guess assuming if it's a finals match, you get more. I'm also unclear on whether they get more depending on who's playing. I would assume it's the same for all regular season games. But yeah, but they can get up to 150k per season.
As I
which
said,
would
that
say-
150k would you'd have to umpire it all the way to the grand final. So you'd have to be the.
I would assume so. Yeah. So it's saying like the minimum I'm seeing is like 40k. So
Yeah.
I don't
So
know
if you're
that's
getting
a
40,
game,
50,
a couple,
60k, take away tax. Again,
I'm trying to
it's
see
up-
like,
it's-
do they sign a contract to say if you sign this, you're going to get this base salary guaranteed to sign on as
don't
a AFL umpire. But if you only umpire 2 games in the season, you'll only get the 2 games match payment on top of that.
I think there's going to be
That's
some
where I'm
small
confused.
base. I reckon there'll be a small base salary, and then you'll get like match payments.
But one thing I will say is like if they can afford to pay a part-time person 150k salary, surely you could make them full-time. Surely. Like, could you imagine having a part-time job for 150k? I wouldn't go full-time. I'd take a part-time job. 150k.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah,
the thing,
but
they might
again,
be paying
you
too much.
are
They might be paying him too much per game. Therefore, why would they want to go full time? Unless the AFL states 100% it has to be full time. If you want the position, it has to be full time. You pay $100,000 to $150,000 per year. That's pretty good money for being an umpire. and
I mean,
something
like,
that
I'd have to do a full deep dive on it, but I mean, I'd ask a question on what happens if an umpire gets injured. Like, is the AFL gonna help them with insurance and stuff or medical bills, or is it just kind of like, oh, well, you're just a part-time employee. If you get injured, that's your own fault? Is there sort of questions there? I need to do I'd like to do a full dive on this. I don't have time right now, but
no, we haven't got
I'm
time
interested
now.
now. I do have an interesting concept. Kind of a little bit of a Mark style thing here. A little bit of an idea for the umpires. I reckon what they should do is on Mondays they should come out and they should do a press con. Do a how is that the decision? How? So I want the umpires from the Carlton and Giants game to come back. I want someone to play the replay of the one where it's come off 2 players and then been paid a mark. I want them to watch that back and be like, right, how is that a free kick? You watch that back and you tell me how. That's what I'd love to see.
And is that for
That's
everyone
my
to
idea
see?
for
Is that for everyone to see, Liam, or is it just for them personally? Is
I'd
that for
love to see
everyone?
that. I would love to see that. I would tune in. I would love to watch an umpire. I'd love to see the umpire from that game come in and ask them and be like,
They used to do
you
it.
tell me how you've paid that a mark.
They
You
used to
tell
do it,
me.
Liam. They used to do it. It was called "What's Your Decision." I'm telling you, they used to do
I
it.
don't
They
know
used
if
to
you
do
have
it,
me
but
on
they've
here or
stopped doing it because they don't want umpires to look bad.
Yeah.
Well, they look bad anyway. So why are we getting worse on them? I don't know.
So-
They can earn more money doing it, couldn't they?
What's the decision?
Sorry, guys. I just had
Hold on.
somebody reverse into my car. That's
Oh no!
one of my neighbours reversed into my car. He knocked on my door to say, hey, just to let you know, I've reversed accidentally into your car. I've left a bit of damage there. I said, listen, it's too dark right now. We'll sort it out tomorrow morning. Come over. We'll have a cup of coffee and we'll work it out.
You can always fix the car, mate. We can always fix
Hey,
the car.
listen, mate. You got to be a happy Greek. Yeah, you got to be a happy Greek. Anyway,
So they used to do it, Liam, and it was on Wild World of Sports, and it used to be called "What's Your Decision." There you go.
TV show.
you know what? Liam has slowly but surely become very knowledgeable in a lot of things
Whoa.
in the prehistoric days here in Melbourne.
Mate,
Yeah?
it's like a history class sometimes.
All right,
you know?
listen to me. I did a
Oh,
quick
okay.
calculation, right? How many umpires are there? 40. I think there's 40, right?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
about 40, you'd be right.
All right, and then you got 40, and then I don't think boundary or goal umpires, they don't have to be full time, do they?
They get paid significantly less. Like I think the max
Yeah.
they can make is about 60k a year.
All right. So we're not to
Yeah,
worry, but let's just worry about the 40. How much are we going to pay him a year to make him full time? What do you want to give him?
I've got to do some quick math here. All right.
What do you reckon, Manny?
Well, look, I think it's fair to say that you want to be taking home after tax at least 100 grand.
All right. Let's say we'll give him 200 grand before tax.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
40 umpires. It's $8 million.
Yeah.
It's not a lot of money when you're making $1.8 billion in fucking revenue from
that's the
just
point I made with someone in the comment. I was
that's
like,
just TV rights.
they had $1 billion in revenue last year, and you can't afford to make an umpire full time. Like, what are you doing with an extra $1 billion that you can't fix the game and make someone full time?
All right. So Lou Foligno says 250. All right, we'll give him 250 grand. Right? That's good money, man. You'll probably end up making 150, 160,000 in your pocket. Right? $10 million.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's double it. I'm going to be generous, right? I'm going to say I am now treasurer. I'm going to put $20 million aside.
Wow,
20 million. There's 20 million, right?
Out
of the $1.8 billion fucking thing. I'm going to put 20 million aside. That's double what they can be paying umpires, 250 grand a year. Am I missing something here?
Yeah, of course you are.
20 million for our
If they, obviously, it's going to make a difference to their decision making. But what if there's not really much of a difference in their decisions?
We won't know.
What would happen to those umpires? You won't know.
But we won't know until we try it. But I know something for a fact, right? That if you do something more, you get better at it. That's with everything in life. If you do it more, you're going to get better at it.
But what do they say? Practice makes perfect. But listen, why would the dictators, the AFL, why would they want to change things? You know what I mean? It's the
because it's one of our biggest problems.
And I want to be corrected here, but I think that the problem starts the fact that every single team falls under the AFL umbrella, and the AFL controls this. Yeah, because I know that overseas you got teams that are owned by millionaires and billionaires and this and that, and of course they can dictate terms and conditions, and you could still have the salary cap if you wanted to. Yeah, that you don't want to change that, but that would put pressure on the AFL. But the AFL's got no pressure. They run the show. They're in charge of the big umbrella. Everything, and you want to sell something, it has to have the AFL logo on it. You got to do this, you got to do that. It's a joke. And you know what? And this is a
business.
Of course, it's a business. It's a business, and they don't provide anything. They don't provide anything for. Okay, actually, let me be careful how I word this. But the fact that they could make it a career, as Rocco said, I reckon that's brilliant. Rocco, I reckon you should send a letter to the AFL and address it, dear AFL cockheads. How about thinking about putting money towards developing umpires? And
they don't even want me to go to the game, man.
Call it the Umpire Academy.
Mate, they don't even want me to go to the game. They cancel my membership. They're not going to listen to my fucking point of view.
You're joking. You're joking. They cancelled your membership, and all of a sudden, Carlton's winning games. Could this be?
It is true.
Hey, what are the Italians?
Watch it, man. Don't bag the Carlton Football Club, mate. Don't bag the fucking Carlton Football Club.
What do the Italians do with that? What is it? Is that what it is? The
malocchio.
The malocchio.
Heavy metal, man. Heavy metal, bro.
Hey, maybe that one is the malocchio. Who knows? Who knows?
Nah, listen, man. I don't know. And I know, Mark, you said it's a business. Exactly. So make sure you get it right. You run a business. Why don't you just get the worst? Why don't you get the worst? Why don't you get the worst worst fitter to work for
But
you.
they're still making profit every year, Rocco. So us gummies are out there still supporting and buying things and doing what the AFL wants. So, you know,
Yeah, I know, but wouldn't you want that?
They're making millions and millions of dollars, and it's proven there what Manny was saying. All this money that they're making doesn't really matter what decisions that they make. People are still watching the game.
I agree with you, right? That they still making money, and that could be an issue, right? That could be an issue because I feel like sometimes Carlton are like that. As long as they're doing well off the field, they don't care about on field. You know what I mean? And AFL could be thinking the same thing. Well, we make million, we don't give a fuck. We're going to get, you know what? TV rights. They don't have to try because they know they're going to buy the TV rights. They know. They don't care, right?
Yeah.
So they know. But you know what? To me, have pride. I want the best product out there, right? At the moment, the umpiring is not working, right? Let's get it right. Like everyone else is almost full time, right? And yet the umpires, which is the critical part of our game, very critical, right? And you have not got that right yet. Instead of sitting there with your fucking meetings, instead of Andrew Dillon getting $1 million a year, right, in his fucking thing, how about we cut a bit of that wage or 1.5, whatever the fuck he gets, right? And instead of going on your trips overseas and that, how about we worry about the product? The product is, I'm telling you, they're lucky, the AFL. The AFL are so lucky. They've got the best product, right? You can think about it. Andrew Dillon, what a job. You don't have to do anything. I've given you the best product. You can actually, like him, you can fuck it up and still make a profit. That's how good this product is. That's how good it is, right? But they don't care. Maybe we should make them care. Maybe we.
Do you think 1.5 is enough?
Don't hold them accountable.
Maybe he needs to get paid a little bit more to make it fair. I think the fact that he's in charge of such a unique and big company like the AFL, maybe he should be getting paid a little bit more. Maybe that might sort of be an inspiration to make it even bigger and better. And that way that you guarantee they're not going to fuck it up.
I think they might be taking it to India next year. They're going to try and make it bigger and better up in India, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they are. They're gonna do some games in India, man. Like what's going on there, man? Like now we're gonna go over there, man. We have to start organising a trip to go and watch a game in India, man. I said this last night. I'll go to India, watch a game, but I'm not eating the street food. I'm telling you right now, mate. The videos that I've watched, I'm not eating them.
I don't think so, mate.
I wouldn't be able to eat. No.
Oh, come on. Don't be like that. Their culture is very rich when it comes to food.
No, I don't think my stomach could handle it.
Yeah,
have you seen some of the videos? Have you seen?
You've got a choice of
videos, Manny, mate,
curry.
of the one that serve their food off the streets.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, mate.
All right, listen. What we're going to do is we're going to move on, but we'll bring in a special guest.
Oh.
Why suited up and everything?
Because I'm Glenn. Listen, I am Glenn Bloody Ridge.
He's going to do the quiz tonight.
Oh,
See, here's another name.
We have got a quiz master, but we'll go through the games first. You're happy to stay on and go through the games, Mr. Bocek?
I will listen in.
Mr. Ridge. Well, there you go, Mr. Ridge.
Glenn
And then we're going to
Ridge.
have an actual quiz master.
Right. That's interesting.
All right, let's go. Let's do this. Let's go straight into this. Yeah, what do we got here? All right, what do we got here? What did I do here? Where did I put this one here? All right, let's go through the first game. Oh, Mark reckons this isn't good enough. But anyway, here we go. Again, 65-88. We watched this game. What a game. I saw it at the Sporting Globe. Mate, impressed week after week, this team now. Something's happened. They've changed the way they play. They're playing with passion. We're playing the harmonica during our sing-along. Apparently, that's no good. Bo, did you hear that? No good to play the harmonica. We shouldn't be playing harmonicas.
No, you
Why?
can't do
Why?
anything for fun.
No, apparently we shouldn't be having fun because we haven't won a grand final in 31 years. So we should not be having any fun. So that was from the herd lover. But anyway, we had a great game. What can I say, man? From start to finish, heaps of pressure. I mean, I've talked about this over and over and over again. Heaps of pressure. They were challenged 2 or 3 times, came back. Under Voss, we would have probably lost this by 5 or 6 goals. But especially when they challenged in that third quarter and got it back to even Stevens. Walshy steps up, kicks a goal after the siren, and that was it, man. Haywood, how good's Haywood? Comes in, kicks a goal from 55 along the boundary. Yeah, does that, man. And then from then on, we weren't challenged anymore. So, look, something's definitely changed in their attitude and the way they've played the game. And they're looking good, man. They're looking okay. And look, there's still a lot of work. We've still got the listings. We've still got players. We've got to get a list manager, got to get a coach. But at the moment, Manny was saying, I look happy. Why wouldn't you be? Why wouldn't you be?
You know what? Can I tell you something? There was some, I don't know who it is, but I'll tell you what, if I do ever find him, I'll shake his hand. And, he says, happy wife, happy life. My wife is a Carlton supporter, and Carlton's been winning. And I can tell you right now, mate, she's jumping for joy. She's really, really happy, which is good. I'm really, really, look, I know a few of the viewers out there say, oh, man, he's got a soft spot for Carlton. You know what? I actually like seeing Carlton do okay. Only when they play Collingwood, that's where it becomes very competitive. But, I'm happy for Carlton to be up and running because they've had a tough couple of years, and it's fair to say that Voss, great player, but Voss, you got to give up. And I'm glad you gave it up. And please, if you're going to do anything else, go and coach the under 12s or something like that. Do something like that. But or potentially go and see the Essendon Football Club because they've got no idea, and maybe they might say, you know what, we need Vossi just to hit us even worse, rock bottom, and then things may turn around. You never know. He might be. I've
got a question. I've got a serious question then, since you want to talk about coaches. And first of all, Lou Foligno, my prediction is on track, hey? He said that we're going to win 15 games at the start of the year, and we laughed at him, right? I don't think we're going to get there, Lou. If we get to 15 games, we're winning the premiership, I'll tell you right now. But I got a question for all of you then. Should Essendon be interviewing Josh Fraser?
Whoa.
Wow.
Yes, if he's interested in a top job and you guys decide he's not the man, I'd be having a look at him. Yes.
Are they allowed to interview a caretaker?
Well, this is the thing we were talking about last night, right? No, you can interview a caretaker. I reckon
you can.
I reckon you could, because they interview assistant coaches because they allow them to go and do their interviews if they want.
He's on like a temporary contract, sort of, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Because he's not the head coach; he's still an assistant.
But I'll give you this scenario, right? Listen to this. Essendon people have said, "Oh, we want Herd." Herd has kind of come out and said he's interested in the job. The club is kind of like going towards, we might, look at this idea and that. I believe that's going to stop people going for the job. Because then all of a sudden, why am I putting all my cards in this when I can go for another job now? You know what I mean? Because they're already talking about Herd. It's probably like a waste of time for me. You know what I mean? This is why you were saying, should they just give him? No. We've got to go through the process, mate. You have not got the job yet. if Fraser gets to the end and he's made finals and all that, he's still got to go in there and present what his future looks like, right? But of course, on his resume, he's going to have 10 wins. So that's definitely going to be a big tick. But does it guarantee a job? It shouldn't. It shouldn't guarantee the job. This is where we fell short the other times with Teague and that. This is why I keep saying you've got to go through the process, right? But should Essendon be interviewing Josh Fraser? Should they have contacted Josh Fraser? Why wouldn't you? If you were smart, you'd be contacting him. He's turned the club around. Why couldn't he turn Essendon around?
But okay, now you say that about the Josh Reyes turned the club around. Is it fair to say that maybe the players didn't want to play for Boss?
Yeah, huge.
You know, because you look now at Cripps, who sat there and he did the right thing as the captain and said, "Oh no, we love Voss, and he did the right thing. He's been diplomatic." And a lot of people were saying, Voss was down and out. And I can tell you right now, those who said that Voss was down and out, Voss is looking like a superstar. He's looking like a superstar. So,
look, at the end of the day, the players,
they're doing things. They're doing things, man. And you guys are playing exciting football, Rocco. That's the thing. I can tell you right now, I watched Collingwood. I'm a Collingwood supporter. I watched Collingwood and I thought, we won the game. And I know you're talking about the Carlton game, but Carlton's playing some exciting footy. And you won't get that from a Collingwood supporter, but Carlton is starting to play exciting football.
I reckon in 3 weeks' time or 4 weeks' time, if
you guys are going to be in the top
the way it is, Carlton and Collingwood is going to break the stands, man. You are.
Yeah. Look, you know what? I believe it. I'm hoping that I'm going to still be on the show, Rocco, because as you are aware, and I told you this at the start of the season, that I am going overseas.
When?
Well, they told me. I've already told you that I'm going overseas. Yeah.
Yeah.
I fly out on the 23rd of July.
Which is what? Which is
I think it's 5 days after the Collingwood game. So I fly out on a Thursday.
So you'll be out on the Wednesday.
Well, on the Wednesday, you know what? I may, I'll have to.
You're coming on, mate. You're coming on. Win or lose, you're coming on.
Well, I have to, mate. I've got to eat the chilies and sing the song, hey?
Well, we don't know about that yet. I'm not getting over. But before we move on to the next game, Mark, should they be talking to Josh Fraser?
Yeah, mate. They've got to go through that process. Oh, look, the dust has settled a little bit now.
Do they? They've got to go through the process, do they?
The dust has settled, mate. The dust has settled. At the end of the day, when Scott got, sacked, obviously, Hurd was a big factor and big news, big media news, which is okay. But it's settled now. So I truly believe you still got to go through that process, regardless. I just hope
But you were saying that no, you haven't won a grand final. You've had 10 coaches. What if the process is wrong, Mark?
Well, that's where again you start thinking to yourself, where do we go from here?
So how come the conversation is different when you're answering those questions and when I was answering them? See what I mean, Mark? That's all I'm saying.
It's the same concept. You just. I think you defend the Blues a little bit. Kind of to that level where you go, don't bag the company.
What am I defending? I'm trying to talk about the coaching. But why should you interview another coach? I mean, you haven't won a final in 20 years. Well, why are you interviewing another coach? What if you fail again? What if we go another 20 years and you don't win a final?
Yeah.
You haven't won a grand final in 25 years. Like, what if you go another 25 years and you go for another 10 coaches?
Yeah.
I'm going to save you here, Mark. I don't mean any of these questions. What I'm doing to you is what you were doing to me.
Yeah.
Trying to answer a question and then you just throwing these useless stats at me. That's all I asked. Like,
we've got very much similar the same stats, Rocco, and that's the sad thing about it because we haven't been successful in so many years. So it obviously to me, if that hasn't been working, the only solution that was in my mind was somebody that is part of the club, and that's a risk we're taking by bringing James Hird in. But I just believe that we're missing that culture. And that's the reason why I'm tipping James Hird to coach the Essendon Football Club, but they still need to go through that process.
I could swear I was saying that before.
No, I'm a firm believer of it. But
what if you go through another 25 years without winning a grand final, Mark? What if you go through another 10 coaches?
There's a lot of what ifs, Rocco. So when you look at
that's what you were doing to me. You were going, what if you doesn't work? What if this doesn't work? Now I'm saying it to you, and you got this serious face on your face, and you're going, whoa. Like, Mark, look, I don't care. I don't care about your club. I hope you get James Hird and you fail. I'm just doing what you did to me. That's all.
Well,
that's
Rocco, can I just say that Carlton Football Club has come out and said that Josh Fraser is the caretaker.
Yeah.
Whereas the Essendon Football Club has said that Dean Solomon, am I correct in saying that's the coach at the moment of the Essendon Football Club?
No, he'd be caretaker coach.
No, he's not. He's not. They actually say that he's the interim senior coach.
It's the same thing, I think.
Well, I don't. Well, interim senior coach is interim senior coach, and caretaker is caretaker. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
So
is it both?
You know what I mean? Well,
is it?
No, it's not the same.
So, but different.
There you go. So there you
go. Caretaker, same thing.
It's the same thing.
While we're still with the Carlton Football Club and my interests as well, I'm not sure if Bo and maybe Rocco you can answer it, or the viewers or the Carlton viewers, but can I ask you guys a question? And if you can answer it for me correctly, if you guys are aware of it, but
correctly,
let's just quickly.
Have
go
you got the answer?
Yeah, I've got a stat here. I'm not quite sure if I'm going researching the right one, but Cody Walker. we just quickly go with Cody Walker again. So, Cody Walker receives a bid number 2. This is what I've seen, right? Receives a bid number 2 at number 2 in the draft. So if Carlton finishes 10th on the ladder and Sydney finish 2nd on the ladder, Carlton get pick number 9 and they get pick number 17, which is Sydney's first round pick. That means that Carlton will be less 247 points short of bidding for Cody Walker.
Yeah.
So if Carlton finishes just like, again, I'm not 100% sure. I'm asking you the question. You might have the full answer. But if Carlton finish 10th and Sydney finish 2nd, they won't have enough points to bid for Cody Walker.
So this is what's happened here, right? This is what will happen. Because with Carlton, they're thinking ahead. Unlike Essendon, they're just going, let's get Hird, right? So this is what they've done. They have got already plans in place. So if something happens, I guarantee they're talking to clubs, right, to get a higher draft pick, and they will give them next year's first rounder, or they'll give them something. So don't worry. They've got already talking to other clubs, and they've got something in the pipe works if they haven't got enough points.
Okay.
It's as simple as that. That's what will happen.
Or if it was that simple, they shouldn't really put things on the media to show what it means. But anyway.
Well, who put it on the media?
I saw it on Fox Footy today, so I'm not quite sure if they're.
But it wasn't Carlton.
No, it wasn't Carlton. No.
So what do you mean put things on the media? Of course, you know what they put in the media today?
They just had a tick and they had a cross.
Yeah, so I saw the exact graphic that you looked at, because you look through Facebook and you never research anything. I understand that, Mark, right? But what I'm saying is they also put in the media today, you know what they put? That Tom Morris, who's just a dog, right? You know what he put? Sam Mitchell is going to be looking at other coaching opportunities.
Yeah.
What a load of fucking rubbish.
Mm.
And they had the Essendon fucking symbol. You think that Sam Mitchell, right, and the Hawthorn Football Club will let Sam Mitchell go right? And he will leave Hawthorn potentially winning a flag and go to Essendon.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you know that's clickbait, don't you?
Correct. Yeah, most certainly. Well, I just saw it, and then I just,
Right.
look.
So
looked
what
at
you
it,
did was just clickbait from some bloke who's put,
right,
and all
yeah.
that is ifs.
Mm.
If this happens, if this happens, if this happens, mate, you know
It's not
the
gonna
old
happen.
story. If my grandma had balls, she'll be my grandfather. You know what I mean? That's the way things go.
Or if she had wheels, she would have been a bike.
She would have been a bike or a wheelbarrow. But anyway, there was another game here, and yeah, Collingwood took the point. Port Adelaide copped a few injuries, some bad
They
injuries.
did cop a few. They did cop a few injuries. We try to butter up Zach Butters, but we buttered up the whole team, and we put him on a bit of bread, and we had some toast. The Goey, great performance by the Goey. Of course, Nick Dacos, another great performance. But the one kid that really on his debut did magnificent was a young man by the name of Sam Swadling.
Right, he's had one game. Relax.
Well,
mate.
you know what? That first game, 18 disposals on his first debut game. You know, credit to him. He did really well.
It's a good goal.
But yeah, and you know what? Yeah, it's good to see that the Goey has really stepped up over the last couple of weeks, and I think it's important that we need to get the Goey in there, and Jeremy Howe and Memory with scoring 2 goals, and of course, Rocco, your favourite, Schultz. He just seems to be there. He just seems to be there. He's a little bull terrier. He keeps
I don't even reckon the Collingwood players like him.
We love him. We love him, mate. He's absolutely brilliant. He is absolutely brilliant. You know what I mean? No, Jeremy Howe had a great game. Nick Dacos, like usual, 41 disposals. He might be unlucky and not get any points, but you never know in this game. But Membre, he did. He played really well. So, you know, we won the game, but it lacked a bit of excitement. It just, you know, I watched the Carlton game, and then I watched the Collingwood game, and I don't know, I just felt spoilt watching the way Carlton was playing and the way they did their business against GWS, because it's not an easy task to go over there and play. But you know what? A win's a win, credit, and we've got to really focus now on this week, because we've got a tough game ahead of us. Make no mistake, it will be a tough game.
I got
two
questions. We'll get to your game soon, but first of all, Mark, they're doing all right for the geriatrics, the old blokes are doing it again.
Look, I've also got some interest in the Collingwood Football Club too. I've had interest in Carlton, so I've been watching Carlton. Now I'm starting to watch Collingwood a little bit. You know, Manny, that when Tassie come into the competition in 2028, and you keep your listed players, you'll have 13 players, over 13 players over the age of 30 plus. That's telling me that you guys are missing the boat, buddy, because when Tassie get into this comp, mate, you guys are in some serious trouble. So very concerning, Manny. So just keep that in mind. 13 players over 30 years plus. That's going to look like a pretty good future.
You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how many coaches we've had in 30 years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah?
We'll be interested to see what happens in the next 30 years, man.
30 years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? It doesn't matter. Like I said, my son is 17 years old and he's seen 3 premierships. Yeah? So
he might have to wait another 30-odd years to watch another one.
You know what? That's okay.
3.
That's okay.
What
That's
if?
okay.
What if?
You know what I mean? Liam, you can do the maths, my friend. You can use your fingers and your toes if you want. Yeah? 3
Before
premierships.
you go on, before we move on to the next
2,
game,
I'm pretty sure.
that is again.
Where's your third premiership in the last 17 years?
3.
2010 and 23.
What are you saying, Rocco?
No, they're 10.
and 23. Where's the third? I don't know.
Yeah.
Nah, there was another one, wasn't there?
That's a make-believe one. That's
No,
that's
there
coming
was
from
another one.
Collingwood.
Wasn't another
They
one in
lost
there?
one.
They'll just
to
had a
Westbrook.
premiership in there for some
We've
reason.
lost quite a few. Or actually, maybe because the Sekilda one was those 2 games. Sorry,
Yeah.
maybe that's where I've got the mixed
What?
up. Sorry.
I don't know. I can't
You
remember.
can, yeah, we can
Yeah,
only
no,
draw.
I think it's 2 premierships.
Yeah,
But before we go on to the next one, I did miss this super chat. Dan Manx. Mark, if you had a choice, first of all, thanks for the $3. If you had a choice, Longmire or Hurd?
I think I've answered this question as again. To me personally, culture, galvanise the club. James Hurd. You're looking at experienced coach, John Longmire. That's it. Between the
Culture. Mark, did you hear what you just said?
two, we need the culture back.
Mate,
to get that culture back, I believe
can I just say, it's the fucking culture, pardon my French, but it's the fucking culture that has ruined your club. The only thing that you guys have got at the moment is the fact that there are a lot of people that have a lot of love and passion for your club that's keeping you guys afloat. Yeah,
correct.
That's it, mate. Don't sit
Yeah,
there telling me you want to go back 30 years. You guys have been miserable for the last 30 years. It's about change, my friend. It's about change. It's about bringing in new life. You know, what culture?
2000, 2001, 99, 98.
What culture are you talking about?
98. What are you talking about? 99 you lost. You didn't win 98. 99 you lost. 2001
What are you talking about?
Finals, but we were successful in those eras.
What are you talking about? Your kids are saying, Dad, what are you talking about, Dad? What are you talking about, Dad? We haven't seen a premiership yet,
I'll
Dad.
stick with us, mate.
Yeah,
I'll stick with you.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
Hey,
You're
To be quite honest, mate, I'm not quite sure. You've actually the last. To be quite honest, mate, I don't know if I'm dreaming or something, but the last probably 4 or 5, even probably more, 6, maybe 7 weeks. I don't know. You and Rocco, you guys seem to be really getting along lately. Like you're really starting to, surprise me, man. I don't know what it is, mate. It's only been
because
the last.
they're winning games. We're winning games. Like we're winning games. They're winning games. Like what can you say about Collingwood at the moment?
Yeah.
Collingwood. What can I say about Collingwood?
Yeah. If you're on the bottom of the ladder, what can you talk about another side that they're no good?
Well, that's my opinion on the other side. That's
But
it.
how can you say that when your side is absolute garbage?
Okay. Well, Collingwood, no, they're playing some great football. Yeah, I think if they, if they continue with their coach this year, next year, I think they'll be probably close to top 4. Manny, Collingwood. Is that what you want me to say? Like, what do you want me to say?
No, I don't want you to say that, but you're saying, you're being a big thing. Like, what am I going to say about Collingwood now? Right? What am I going to say about it?
Well,
they're winning games. They're above us. They beat us this year. What can I possibly say about it? Like, I don't just say things for the sake of saying them.
Okay, well,
right? But you're at the bottom. You've won one game in 2 years. You've won one game in 2 years, and you sit there and you bag every other side. How about you just worry about your side?
Well, the other sides are not really performing all the best as well, Rocco. So,
actually, you know what? To be fair,
they're 11. I mean, you could talk to Liam, but I don't see Liam sitting there bagging our sides.
No. I mean, look,
it's like a homeless bloke, right? Yeah. You drive past in your Corolla, right? And a homeless bloke goes, "Oh, look at you driving a Corolla." While he's sleeping on the fucking Flinders Street door.
He's being really kind of, Carlton this.
So you're bagging someone. You are the perfect tall poppy syndrome. You just try to bring, what you try to do is bring everybody down. You just try to bring everyone down so you can look. You try to bring everyone down so you can look good instead of trying to elevate yourself.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Oh, what am I going to say about Collingwood now? They're not losing. When they were losing, I was giving it to him. They're not losing. They just won a game. What am I going to say? They're above us. they're more percentage. Like, what am I going to fucking say about them?
Look, to be fair, we narrowly beat you guys, and I mean, at the end of the day, a win's a win. And had your young lad kicked the goal, it would have been a different story altogether, right? But I think the most enjoyable game for me at the moment this year has been Anzac Day 2026. Yeah, the geriatric. And Matula just pointed out that he's actually going to nursing homes at the moment. Thank you, Matula, for the information. I appreciate that. But the geriatric that won the Anzac Day medal, and I think we beat Essendon at the end by I think it was what 20 points, 30 points. I think was it 30 points? Well, I can't remember what it was. Was it 30 points?
Was
or
a
60
lot
points?
more than that.
Was it
A lot
70
more
points?
than that,
Was it 80 points? So
Odds
it's
be-
for me. It was just sometimes you have to indulge in pleasures in life. Yeah, you have to have these pleasures in life, and that game was one of those pleasures. Yeah,
That's nice to hear.
thank you.
I've had a lot of pleasures in games too, Manny. I've had a lot of pleasures in games too. So
Where?
yeah, that's
Melbourne. You've
No, it
had
doesn't
one
happen.
pleasure in
See-
over, in 14 months? One pleasure. That's like looking at, all you've done is looked at the front cover of Penthouse. At least we get to open it.
That's right. That's right.
Got to unwrap it first.
Yeah, and we got to unwrap it. You're not even unwrapping it. You're just looking at it from the window like that.
That's right. Well, see, you come from up market there, Rocco, because I never had though. I always had the Playboy.
hustler.
So
The Playboy or the Hustler. 48 to 73. Same old story for Liam. Just yeah, I don't think it was a very was it a very good game?
I think it's time for Bojack to start the quiz. I reckon. Let's move on. Nah, look. Did you guys watch it? Chat. Did anyone actually watch this? If you did,
Yeah.
apologies.
I told you I watched it.
Apologies
Yeah, I
for
watched
watching it.
Got some interest in Richmond as well lately.
We suck, man. Hey, we suck. Honestly, I spoke last week about the Brisbane game and all the things that we did well and how I wanted us to carry that on into this week. Nah, nothing happened. It just seemed like all the hard work and all the stuff was like, oh, okay, it looks like we're going to play high pressure. We are going to start moving the ball quick. Didn't see any of it. I mean, we literally had a goalless call. I think we went like 40 or 45 minutes without a goal against North Melbourne. They're not even that good. Like it's what, 25 points at the end of the day? That's not even that good. That's not a good team. So yeah, seriously, I can't say too much about this.
Liam, I'm sorry, mate, but you're starting to sound a bit like Mark. They do have 28 points. They are in the top 10. So when you say they're not such a good team, what do you got to learn to distinguish the difference between what is a good team and what isn't a good team. Essendon isn't a good team, yeah. Richmond isn't a good team. West Coast Eagles, they're not a good team. Port Adelaide is not a good team, yeah. But North Melbourne, they've won 7 and they've lost 7. So mathematically, you're saying they're not a good team. You know what I mean? So I don't want you to get carried away there, mate. You know what I'm saying? You just take a deep breath and just talk about how you guys need to grow and develop and potentially change things and try and get better. But that's it. They're saying that they're not a good team because at the moment they're on 28 points.
Don't listen to him, Liam, mate. You know exactly where you're seeing.
I was going to say something nice about Collingwood.
You're spot on too, Liam. You're spot on, mate. You're spot on.
No, look, I was going to say it's more to make the point. Like, again, go back to that. If we put that performance up against Brisbane, they would have beat us by 100 points. That's more what I'm saying. Like a really good team, if we played against them, we would have got absolutely punished because we had zero pressure, zero intent all day. so slow, boring. But like, we weren't challenged. That's what I mean. That's why I asked. Like, if you watched, I don't know. Like, they didn't challenge us that much. We just didn't put up a fight.
I heard that the game was televised live at all the elderly, where the elderly people stay, those homes, those retirement homes, because apparently that game helped the staff with getting the elderly
Yeah.
to fall asleep. Yeah.
Oh, I thought.
So that's probably the one good thing about it. So there's some positive there. There's some positive there.
I thought you were going to do the old joke that my dad, he hasn't walked in 10 years, but he got up for the first time in 10 years to go turn that crap off the telly. I thought you were going to tell that one. You're not heard that one? No?
Hey, listen.
Good.
You don't make me laugh.
That's what I thought you were going.
There you go. Liam, make me laugh.
That was a good one.
Well
That's
done,
it.
Liam.
That was a good one.
There you go,
I
mate.
like
That's my one joke for the season.
Good on you,
Richmond's
bud.
second joke. There you go.
All right.
Nah.
We're going to move on. We're going to move on because then we've got some stuff to do. So we'll quickly go. Here we go. I'll put it up before, but let's get this done, Manny.
All right. Oh, well, you know what? We don't want to talk about the top six at the moment. The top six are just, the top six are just top six at the moment. I think it's fair to say that I think it's going to be very, very hard to knock on the door of the top six, Rocco. I really believe that. But having said that, I think that there's potentially at least 4 teams that can possibly end up playing finals football, or may end up barely just missing out. But all I can say is that it's sad that the 2 powerhouses, Richmond and Essendon, are sitting there on the bottom, licking their wounds. I mean, poor Richmond hasn't gotten there. Sometimes they can't even get enough players. They got the injuries. Essendon, look, full credit to Essendon. They are starting to change their culture, according to Mark. They're changing their culture by going back to the culture. So there could be potentially future to see Essendon maybe one day play in finals football. But famous song, That'll Be the Day, will be pretty much the way I sum up today's Fourever Rivals ladder. Back to you, my boy.
Well, I like it.
Oh,
Yeah. I was going to ask Mark a question, but you disappeared. All right, we'll go for the ladder.
He's got to see Gino. He's got to see his neighbour Gino.
Right.
Yeah, he got to see Gino. That's it.
Even Gino's spuds are no good at the moment.
Nah, that's part. Here we go. Look, I've got him right here, mate. I've got him right here. Look at his spud. Look at his
Is that the one that Matula?
Matula,
Good on you, Matula. There you go.
the spud. That's James Hird when he comes in to coach.
He goes, mate. Right, get that towards in that, mate. Oh dear.
Hey, that looks a bit like Mark.
Hey.
Mark's twins.
Look at this.
We got Mark and Mark. Look at that.
So look, we have the Mark and Mark show.
Still going strong, mate. Still going strong.
Oh, that's brilliant.
We'll put him next. We'll put him next to Ice in there. It's like looking in a mirror. Just quickly, Mark, because I just want a quick one on this because we're going to move on. Ask Mark, what is expectations of Essendon for the rest of the year, and what does he consider a pass mark for the club?
Or basically to just go with some momentum towards the end of the year. That's pretty simple. Just have some momentum, commitment, and just show some.
Does that mean wins?
You know what? To be quite honest, you do get to a stage. That's what I mean. The dead rubber games to say to yourself, you know what? Just end up at the bottom of the ladder and get the first draft pick. As long as we're competitive, and if we go down, we're competitive.
That's and this is why I have no hope for Essendon, because that is such a loser mentality.
Well, I did say as long as we got momentum going into the second half. So we'll
How can you have momentum but wish you finished last so you get that and get that first draft pick?
Well, it's an opportunity because Tassie's
I'll
coming.
tell you right now, I'd rather win as many games as possible. What was that?
We're at the bottom at the moment.
You are, and I think you're going to stay there. So the first game it's going to be Saturday at Marvel, 1:15. Thank you to Top Dog Liquor for sponsoring this. We are playing West Coast Eagles. They're actually not playing too bad at the moment. So they're actually not playing too bad at the moment. So it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game. It's one of the games that we're going in as favourites. I was saying this last night. When we go in as favourites, we kind of we relax a little bit and teams seem to catch us on the hop. They did it against Richmond and we did it against Essendon, but still good enough to take the points. I think it's going to be the same thing now. We've got to go in, new expectation. We're learning things every day. Now we've got to go in as favourites and hopefully have a good win, 6 to 8 goals. That's what should be happening on things. We're playing West Coast, even though they're playing a not bad side. We're playing them here. We're playing some really good football. So I picked them for like 26 points. I don't think we're still capable of smashing sides because we just haven't done it. So I can't see why we would all of a sudden start smashing sides, So, but what I've noticed in the last 5 weeks is we're learning. We're learning. We're doing certain things every week. We're learning. Last few weeks, as I said, even in the 5 weeks, we've been challenged in nearly every game. But guess what? We've held momentum and won the game. That's something that we weren't doing. If you look at us in the last quarter, passing the ball around, if you look at our, you look at all like stats and that, we're up there in 2, 3, 4, 5 in all the stats now. The way we're moving the ball, the way we're controlling the ball, more uncontested mark. With Carlton now, it's not just go, 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 go. You have to go at times, but then at other times you have to control the ball, and they've been doing that. They did it a few times. They were up for 4 goals, and all of a sudden they started controlling the game. They started controlling it, pass around, waste a minute, waste a thing. People have stood up. Cripper, Walsh having fantastic last 5 or 6 weeks, really stood up. The only good Mackay in this competition, Harry, has now moved into the ruck and he's killing it. He's one of our best players every week. I think it's been a great move for him. He's getting his hands on the ball. I think it suits him a lot more. And he hasn't got like the pressure of just being the forward. Yeah, not just being the forward, but he goes up now. He's taking the marks around the ground. So he's been good. As I said last week, Harry Dean, the back line has stood up for the last 5 weeks. Even without Wiedering, we stood up. And that's what's impressed me. So I think this week we should win it. And it should be a good game. Every game is going to be a learning curve for us. That's it. I won't be there, but we're going to be doing a live watch along here with Mars, Taylor, Dylan. We're all going to be in here and we're going to do a live watch along here. So everyone, get ready for the watch along. It's going to be great. There's going to be like 5, 6 of you. So it's going to be a bit of fun and we're going to have a bit of fun. But I might surprise some people for the Richmond and Collingwood game. I'll just say that to you. That's all I'm going to say. I found a loophole.
Okay.
A loophole.
That's all you need to know. Collingwood and Richmond, here it is. Here's the game everyone wants to hear about. The Collingwood Richmond Saturday, 4:15, twilight game. Mate, it's going to be a big game at the MCG. I reckon you might get about 70-odd thousand. What do you reckon? It's going to be a big crowd. It'll be tough for Richmond, I'll tell you right now. Even though Richmond isn't playing the best, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, I think you're right in terms of crowd. I think we should get at least 60,000. If Richmond and North Melbourne can get something like, I think it was 40, just over 40,000. It's always fascinating when Collingwood plays the Tigers. The rivalry is there. can thank your lucky stars that Cox doesn't play for Collingwood anymore there, Liam, so you should be happy. But yeah, look, I think it's going to be a challenge for the Cubs, the young Tigers there. It's at the moment it's but football is one of those things, at the moment on paper it should be a comfortable win for Collingwood. But as long as it's an entertaining game, that's what I'd like to see. It'd be good for the viewers. I don't want to have, I just want to see Collingwood do well. I want to see Collingwood do well. I don't want to see them, just scrap over the line with this one. But Liam, your thoughts there, my friend?
Yeah. Don't talk about Mason Cox. He doesn't play for you anymore. We don't need to hear about him ever again. I think like what you said. Look, on paper, we all know Collingwood should be getting the job done here, but as we know, football's not that simple, and we go in with a chance. The big thing I want to see is it's getting back to what we can do. Like I said, we've had 2 performances out of our bye. One was really good, one was really bad. Surely we can get back to that good. And I really do think if we can put in a good effort, yes, absolutely, we can contest. We'll see how we go. I think, like most teams, stopping that player of yours, Mr. Nick Dacos, if we can figure out some way to do it. Personally, I don't know who we have that's going to do it.
You're not going to stop it.
I mean, Jack Ross is coming back into the team. He would be my pick to run with him. Again, I don't think he's necessarily going to minimize him too much, but we'll see what happens. I think for us, it'll be getting back to that fast movement, challenging you both ways as well. I think, you've. I think at times this season you have shown defensive vulnerability and that you can be scored on heavily. However, obviously scoring is not really our strength. So we'll give it a crack. We'll see how it goes. Like I've said, I have tipped Collingwood. I'm not going to lie, but I don't think you're going to walk all over us. Well, I sure hope not.
Okay, there you go.
Fair
Interesting.
Enough.
Is it going to be a bet? Are you going to sing the song next week?
Look, I was going to say that I think it's sometimes it's just to have a bet now. I don't think it's. I'd rather have a bet when the Tigers up and and running and they're more competitive. At the moment, they're struggling to get players. So I think it's no good. It's no good having a bet when you've got 2 horses running. And one of the horses got broken legs. Yeah, I mean, I have no heart in having a bet with Liam, unless Liam, of course, is happy to have a bet. It's
pretty confident. He's pretty confident.
I was going to say, like, I am happy. I've eaten a chili before. I did do that. If you, it just sounds like you're a little scared to make the bet. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Why don't you give him like a little bit of, like, how do you say it? He'll do the song, but you have to do extra if you lose. Like sing the song and
I'll give you 4 goals in.
Oh, that's fair enough.
Is that fair?
Whoa. I would, Liam. Just take it, mate.
Wait.
4 goals. If Richmond
if we lose by 4 goals or less?
Yeah.
If you guys lose,
but if you can get within 24 points, you win the bet.
Yeah.
Fuck.
How's that? Hey, listen, I'm a fair bloke. I'm fair. I'm fair.
I reckon that's a good
bet.
So
I love your confidence.
Yeah, I mean.
You've got to win by 24 or 23, Manny.
We got to win by 24.
So 24. So if you win by 23, you win the bet.
Liam wins the bet.
The bet.
Yeah. How's that?
Cool. All right.
How's that?
I like it.
Hey, here's another
I
song.
would go a bit further than that, Liam. I would say, within 24 points, Manny will sing the song. But if Richmond do beat Collingwood, you sing the song and you eat the chili.
Mate, if they beat us, I'll sing That'll Be the Day.
Oh, so you sing that song and That'll Be the Day, both of them.
That'll be the day. Yeah.
Nice. Bit of
And the
karaoke,
Richmond
mate.
song.
All right. Yeah.
Hey?
All right, I like it.
Hey?
All right, I like
That'll
it.
be the day.
Oh, a bit of karaoke.
All right, let's go to this one here. Sunday, 3:15 p.m. They're given Essendon all the Sunday games. 3:15 at Marvel, your home ground, against the bloody Kangaroos. You actually said they're not that good, but all right, we'll see on Sunday. What do you reckon?
Yeah, well, to answer that question there, Bomber Pete, yes, I will be going to the game this Sunday late afternoon, mate. So I'll be there level 2, mate, if you want to come and say hello to me along the wing there. Yeah, I'm actually, to be honest, boys, I'm actually looking forward to footy being back, the Bombers coming back. So I do miss football. So I'm actually looking forward to the game. I just want to see how they perform after the bye. So they've had the bye now. They do get a couple of players come back in Caldwell and Kako, so good to see these boys come back. Hopefully, can strengthen the side a little bit. But yeah, really looking forward to see how they're going to react and how they're going to show some spirit and be competitive throughout the game. But in saying that, I'm not 100% confident. But going into it, I believe that if they continue doing that this week, I think we'll get the points by 22.
Bye, love.
And we'll get that momentum going.
Bye, happiness. You got
and it is the marshmallow game as well. So
it is a Jesus fucking Christ. He doesn't even go like 3 points under a goal. He's always in the 20s. He's always thinking that he's going to run away with the game. All right, it's your tip. Well done. All right. Let's quickly get into
the quiz.
Next week's games. Here we go. As you can see, I always look at Mark's ones. He's gone there. Eagles, of course, he went. Richmond, he will go against and go. So I'm going to pick up another 3 there. But anyway, go for it, Liam.
Wow. All right. So tomorrow night, this is a big one. Brisbane, Sydney, both coming off the bye up at the Gabba.
And can I just say, Michael Voss will be in the commentary box.
Wow. Whoa. Okay.
Is that against the Carlton West Coast game?
No.
Oh,
tomorrow night, the Brisbane Sydney game. He will be doing.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
That's good, mate. Hopefully, he's better at that than he is coaching. Oh, so sorry, that's not very nice.
I agree.
Yeah. I was sorry, Vossi. That's that game. Friday night, Hawthorn and the Giants.
I don't think he's listening, Liam. I don't think he got to it. I don't think he's listening.
He might be. You don't know. Hawthorn Giants at the G. Hawks playing pretty good footy. They should get the job done there. Carlton and West Coast. I'd like to see West Coast get the win. As I've said, I am sick of seeing Carlton win, but I think you're looking pretty good at the minute. Then you've got our big game, Collingwood and Richmond. How fun. We only need to come within 4 goals now. I'd love to hear Manny ever sing. I'd actually love to sing a different song. I think if I sing the Collingwood song, I'll puke. Anyway, Saturday, showdown, Port Adelaide.
Sorry, Liam,
Adelaide.
before you go to the Adelaide game, Matula's asking the question about what inspired That'll Be the Day. There's an interesting question. I think it's the song that was sung by that bloke that was on the plane that got killed, Buddy Holly, which is that's the song That'll Be the Day. But Matula, as I know a little bit of history about certain things in music, it was actually inspired by a famous cowboy actor by the name of John Wayne, who turned around and said in some scene in a movie called Bravado, "That'll be the day." All right.
And while you're there, do you know
I'll be
what?
back.
Do you know what John Wayne's real name was?
No, I don't actually.
His first name was Marion.
Wow.
Jeez,
Wow.
we're onto the quiz already.
His
There
mum,
you go. Imagine.
his mum didn't like him. His mum didn't like him.
Yeah, so no wonder. Anyway, keep going, Liam.
Okay, yeah, I'll come back to this because I had some. Yeah, so showdown, Port Adelaide, my favorite rivalry. Adelaide are looking good, so I'll stick with them. Then Sunday, can the Bombers, can they get up and beat North Melbourne? I reckon they can. I still don't think North Melbourne are that good, but they're better than Essendon. And then Fremantle versus Gold Coast to finish things off. 3-0. They nearly look like they're going to win it all. They'll get the job done there. That's all.
Easily. They'll definitely get a home final. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Dropped off.
Oh, look at
Good.
this. We're just creeping away. Mark this follows this is, except for Liam, this is the ladder. Mark just at the bottom there. Liam's 5 away, but he's only 4 in front of Manny.
I think I dropped back 1 or 2 this week on
Manny catching
Manny had a good week.
Oh, yeah.
And Rocco now secure 3rd spot, and I'm coming after Manny, man. I'm only 2 down. I might get a couple here, so we'll see how we go.
You'll only get one. You'll only get one, Rocco, because I chose Sydney, and you chose Brisbane.
All right, so tomorrow night it's either you go 3 ahead or I go 1 behind. So
One behind, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, one behind.
Interesting. All right. Very exciting stuff. All right, let's go. Let's get this man in here, right? Because guess what? Everyone's been waiting for this. Get ready for
Whoa.
Is he on?
Hey.
Wheel of Delusion. Mark is the current champion. All right. Are we ready? Hang on.
How's this going to work?
What are you doing?
Oh, he's got the clapping too.
Whoa. Mate, we are going all the way. This is not going to be a conventional quiz, let me tell you that. All right.
So how's this going to work?
I got 21. I'm setting the rules now. I got 21 questions. You're going to keep score, all right, for yourselves. There are double points opportunities.
Oh, I like it.
All right. These aren't just questions. You're going to have to do some stuff. All right.
Any booster points?
Are they like multiple choice, or do we have to like call in? Or how's this work?
If they're multiple choice, you'll be told.
All right, and otherwise we just got to what? Call out our names. What?
We don't do this anymore.
No. Yeah, all your answers get written down until I tell you otherwise.
All your answers get written down.
Don't worry. Have a buzzer ready. That's all I'm saying.
So I got to have a buzzer. Do I have to write down my answers? I'm getting confused here.
You're going to write down your answers as you normally do, right?
Okay. Yep.
And if I instruct you on a question to do something else, then you do that.
Yeah, no, but when you ask a question, do I have to buzz in?
All you do is write your answers.
Write the answer down.
Do something else.
Oh, you're in trouble already, mate. You can't even answer these questions.
All right. I just want to make sure. I don't want to lose this.
Sit back, get the pen, don't worry. All right, question number 1, multiple choice. All right, see, I'm prompting. Make it nice and easy. Who is the most followed person on Instagram? Is it A, Kylie Jenner, 2, or B, Taylor Swift, C, Cristiano Ronaldo? Just write your answers down. Let me know when you've done it.
Done.
I've done it.
You're all good?
Yeah.
The answer is C, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
All right. It's not going to be that easy the whole way. I just warn you right now. All right.
Shake it up. Shake it up.
Question number 2. Which country has the longest coastline in the world? Is it A, Australia, B, Canada, C, Indonesia?
Okay.
You all got your answers.
Yeah.
Yes.
The answer is B, Canada.
Oh, no
Oh.
way.
I knew
Joking.
I should-
All right. We're getting there. Don't worry. All right. Question number 3. Which country has competed at every World Cup? Is it A, Argentina, B, Germany, C, Brazil? Lock them in.
All right, got it.
Lock them in. Lock them in.
Changing. All right, done.
All right. The answer is C, Brazil.
Ah!
I shouldn't have changed.
All right. Honesty system. I'm trusting you all. You don't have to put it up on the screen. All right. Question number 4. What was the first Pixar movie ever released? Was it A, Cars, B, Finding Nemo, C, Toy Story?
What was the first one again?
The first one was Cars,
Cars.
B, Finding Nemo, C, Toy Story.
All right.
Cool.
We're locked in. The answer is C, Toy Story.
Beautiful.
All right. What color is an aeroplane's famous black box? Is it A, red, B, orange, C, black?
What were that? What were they again?
What color is an aeroplane's
No, what were
famous
the
black
colours again?
box? A, red, B, orange, C, black.
Yeah.
You all locked in?
Yeah.
Yep.
The answer is B, orange.
Yeah.
All right. Now,
Read that.
give me 1 second here.
Oh.
All right, we're getting funky. All right, hang on. All right. I've got something behind here. All right. Is it A, a Funko Pop, B, a Pokemon card, C, a can of Pepsi, D, nothing?
You got all of the above?
I can't hold that many things in one hand.
That means you got nothing.
If I get this wrong, I can't get this wrong.
A, B, C.
All
I'm going to go C.
Are we locked in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa,
I got it right.
That's what I said. Nothing.
You thought it was a can of Pepsi, though. That's right.
I did think I was a can of Pepsi.
I love Pepsi Max. All right.
Lovely.
On to the next one. What is the name of the company that George works for where he pretends to be handicapped in Seinfeld? Is it A, Vanderlei Industries, B, Kruger Industrial Smoothing, C, Play Now, D, Pendant Publishing? Rockamora, shush.
What about if you haven't watched the show before?
Wow,
Well,
unlucky.
Nah, I know what it is.
Flip a coin.
That's trivia.
I'm just going to give myself a tick already.
Are we locked in?
Here he goes.
Yeah, I think it's
Hey.
Hang on a second. Did Mark just go and check Google or something with that? Or
No. I just
That's-
grab
that-
another.
Is there
Oh,
point
yeah.
penalties in this? Oh,
All right.
No, I'm
All right. The answer is C, Play Now.
No, it's not.
Yes,
yeah,
it
it is.
I thought
Yes!
it was A.
I've
He
got that
actually
right.
works there. Vanderlei
What did you think?
Industries
Wait,
is made up.
what did you think it was?
Real.
Vanderlei.
Oh. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Vanderlei Industries is in Seinfeld's apartment and he doesn't actually do anything.
It's not real. It doesn't exist. He actually worked at Play Now.
Come on, man. All right.
That's
Next
a trick
question.
Yes,
Roughly
it
how
is.
much?
Rockamoro says, yes, it is a real one.
No, I think he means, wait, what? No, he means as in like, yes, it is Play Now.
I think
Yeah,
you fucking
yeah.
tricked me there. You tricked
No.
me.
I don't do funky stuff over here. All right. Next question. Roughly, how much does the average person fart per day? Is it A,
What?
2 to 5 times, B, 6 to 10 times, C, 10 to 20 times, D, 30 to 40 times?
Yeah, see. I don't know. That's where I'm at, bros.
I reckon Manny's is about 30 plus.
That's where I'm at. Yeah.
Why would you say that, Mark?
I don't know, mate. You just look the type of person that would let him rip every fucking 10
Yeah.
seconds.
Yeah. If I'm
Are we
doing
locked
just
in?
myself, I'm on D. Yeah.
The answer is C, 10 to 20 times.
Yeah. I was going to say, I don't fart.
Oh, please.
Oh,
Come on
Yeah,
now.
because you talk enough shit. So how can you be farting? mate?
Oh,
Next
that's another
question.
joke for you later.
Which organ expands about 10 times on emotional stimulus? A, your stomach. B, pupils. C, lungs. Or D, the penis?
What was it again? A, B.
A, stomach.
Yeah.
B, pupils. Lungs is C. Or D, the penis?
That's the biggest one.
I know this one.
Oh, all right. We locked in?
Yep.
Answer is B, pupils.
Yeah.
Yes.
You sick bastards.
Yeah, that.
Who put D?
Yeah.
Come on.
Who
Someone
put
must have
D?
put D. No, someone must have put D.
I knew
D for the
that.
D, you know what I mean? All right. Question. In what country was the first paper money used? Is it A, Greece, B, Turkey, C, China, D, Iran?
Yeah.
You'd know, wouldn't you, Manny? Was it Greece?
No.
But they didn't
All
have
right.
money, did they? They had
Answer is C,
Iraqis.
China.
China.
Yeah.
And they're huge. Size of a newspaper.
All right, next question. What was the first ever toy to be advertised on television? Was it A, Barbie,
I was going to say
B,
that.
Dominoes, C, Polly Pocket, D, Mr. Potato Head?
Yeah.
I reckon it's B. Dominoes.
Yeah, they do that shit in Millionaire. Yeah. The answer is D, Mr. Potato Head.
Mr. Potato.
All right. Next question. Who signed all three documents that freed America from British rule? A, George Washington, B, Thomas Jefferson, C, Alexander Hamilton, D, Benjamin Franklin.
I think I would say.
Fuck, I took the coin on that one. I'm going to go A.
I'll go D.
And the answer is D, Benjamin Franklin.
Fuck.
All right.
Got that one.
Got him.
All right.
Got him, yes.
I'm going to need your buzzers. It'll just be your name. All right. So once you think you've
Okay.
got this, your name.
All right.
Mark.
What am I? See, sail the century. See, like it. What am I? I am a large natural structure located in the United States of America. I was carved over millions of years by a river.
Rocco.
Rocco?
Grand Canyon.
Correct.
Wow. Well done.
Very good. That was very fast. All right.
So what happens there?
That's
He
it.
gets
All right.
He gets
That's
the
it.
point.
bonus.
He gets the
Points.
It's the bonus point. He gets the
Don't
Don't
bonus.
worry,
get
you got chances coming up to catch up. Don't worry.
We get
All right.
nothing from it. There you
Next
go.
question. In a game of netball, how many players on a team are allowed to score?
Mark.
A, 1.
Oh, sorry.
B,
Good work.
Only Mark.
Well done.
that was good. All right. Okay, hang on. Here we go again. In a game of netball, how many players on a team are allowed to score? A, 1, B, 2, C, 3, D, 4.
I don't know this game.
See, I'm throwing curveballs.
B.
I'm gonna say
The
one.
answer is B, 2.
There you go.
All right. Which female tennis star was handed a 2-year ban after testing positive for cocaine at Wimbledon in 2007? A. Justine Henin. B. Serena Williams. C. Svetlana Kuznetsova. Or D. Martina Hingis.
I think it was C.
It might be.
Cocaine.
I think it was C.
They even do the music for the show as well.
Was that 2007?
2007, Mark? Yeah.
20 years ago. Oh, Hingis was.
Have you locked in all your answers?
Yeah.
The answer is D. Martina Hingis.
Yes.
Oh,
Nice.
Really?
Cool.
Bloody drug head.
Martina Hingis. There you go.
All right.
I liked her.
Question. If you consistently shit yourself, what disease are you likely to have? Is it A, hypershits, B, chronic butt leakage syndrome, C, ROD, or better known as rectal overload disorder, or D, fecal incontinence?
Oh, shit.
It's got to be hyper shit, surely. It's wicked.
I reckon it's a D.
Well,
Hypershit.
I don't know, man, but I reckon I get it most days, so I don't know what I got.
Yeah. Morning coffee, mate. Factory research. Absolutely.
Lock in your answers.
Have to be
Yeah.
D.
I think
The answer is D, fecal continence.
Yeah.
I wish it was A. All right. Which American singer and songwriter has starred in films including Dick Tracy and Evita? If any of you get this wrong, I swear. A, Whitney Houston. B, Madonna. C, Celine Dion. D, Cher.
Dick Tracy.
Old
Dick
people
Tracy
question.
and Evita.
Like a virgin.
Madonna.
What were that things again?
A, Whitney Houston. B, Madonna. C, Celine Dion. Or D, Cher.
Madonna.
Yeah.
Answer
Whitney
is
Houston.
B, Madonna. Very easy one,
Like-
just to break it up a
Celine
little bit.
Dion.
All right.
What?
We have 4 questions remaining. 2 of them are double points.
All right.
All right.
Can we have like a bit of an update on the points, just so we know where we're at when we're getting bonus points?
You guys are taking them down. Rocco, where are you at?
Our own
1,
points.
2, 3.
1, 2, 3,
1,
4,
5,
5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
9.
I'm on 10.
I'm on 10.
Mark.
I'm on 9.
I'm on 10.
Oh, we're all
And
close.
Liam?
Huh? I'm
Liam,
on
what
9.
are you
I'm
on?
on 9.
9.
Oh,
The
it's
2
a 9
on
and
10,
10.
2 on 9.
All right.
There are chances to come back. Don't worry. Wait till we do. No, don't worry about that.
It's a tough game, man.
We've got what's behind the door coming up. No, I'm joking. Who shared? Just Will Hayward. It's all good. He's just. Who shared the Brownlow honours with James Hird in '96? There is no multiple questions. You just have to write down your answer.
Oh, okay.
Is it 2 points?
Nah, this is 1 point.
Yep.
Everyone got it?
Yeah.
The answer is Lord Voldemort,
Which is
Michael Voss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got that one.
All right, you
I
should
got
all
that
get
one.
that one.
Or somebody said something, so I overheard. Otherwise, I would have put nothing. But
Uh-huh.
thank you. Thank
very
you for
good.
getting
Helping the
excited.
team, you know. All right.
Yeah.
Next question
Thanks,
for a
ladies.
point. Write this one down as well. Who were the 94 premiers?
94 premiers.
Liam already, he went down real quick there. He had it straight away, I reckon.
1994. Yeah.
I'm good at that stuff.
All right. I figured you might be.
Interstate side, possibly, maybe.
You all got your answers?
And that was a whitewash that grand final.
It is wet toast.
Yep.
Cool.
Interstate side it was.
Yes.
Essendon won it in 93, didn't they? I think a year
Yeah.
before. Yeah.
All right. Are you
West
ready?
Coast 92, 94.
Are you ready?
Oh,
Yes.
is this double points?
This is double points. You have to write down your answer. I
right.
hope you can hear this because I haven't really tested if you can. Guess this sound.
Now you can't hear it.
Fuck.
I just said a fart. That's all.
Hang on a second. We go again. I'm going to turn my mic up. Can you hear it? You can't hear it?
No.
Yeah. Well, we're going to have to come up with another question for that.
You do the
It
sound
wasn't-
effects. You do the sound
Man,
effects, though. Do the sound
That
effects
sucks.
yourself.
I should have loaded it into the thing, but it was a bit late to do that. All right, we're gonna have to come. I'm gonna have to come up with a game winner at the end. Then that sucks. All right, double points. Actually, don't write your answer down. We'll just go double points. First one to get it, you'll need your buzzers. I was a key forward who had an injury-ravaged 2005, beginning with a broken collarbone, sustained in the now infamous round 1 clash at the Gabba. Who was it?
Mark,
Gone.
Brendan Favola.
Ba-bow. That means you
2005.
can't answer again.
2005.
You can't answer again.
I was a key forward who had an injury-ravaged 2005, beginning with a broken
The answers are all
collarbone,
coming out now.
sustained in
All
the
right,
now.
Rocco.
Yeah.
I'm only thinking because you said Brisbane Lions, key forward. I'm going to say Brown.
Yeah.
Ba-bow. And
Oh.
please, chat, relax.
What has the chat got it? Oh.
No, don't
Well,
look
that's
at the
kind
chat.
of not fair because now I've seen it, so I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the problem. I knew chat was going to ruin a couple of these.
Yeah.
Brayshaw.
Well, that's no good, but it's out in the chat
That's
now.
it.
I can
Well,
see
I don't know.
it.
Like I can cash in and take the point, but I feel like that's cheating. 'Cause
Yeah,
I was gonna say John O'Brien as well.
yeah, it's a hard one. No,
Too
it
late.
wasn't Brown. The answer
Too
is
late.
Nick.
Too
The
late,
end-
Rocco Moro. You already ruined it for everyone.
Yeah, the answer is Nick Rewalt, and I thought people might have let that one go. I probably should have said something, but that's okay.
Yeah, don't put
All
it in
right.
the chat.
Now I need to come up with two more. Give me one
No,
more.
just
here.
don't worry about two more. Just one more question. They should be fine.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to do it with whatever's on my screen.
And
Go.
make this one a 3-pointer.
Yeah, this is what it's gonna have to be.
3-pointer.
I've got. Oh, jeepers! How do I do this real quick? Okay. Bloody hell! That ruined it. Okay.
3-pointer.
All right. 3-pointer. Who am I? And chat, please
Nothing
Settle on
until
this
we
one.
get the answer. Yeah.
settle on this one until we do the answer. All right. I was born on July 6th in New York City. My father was a hairdresser, mother an astrologer. My mother is of half French and half Russian Jewish descent. Got off my screen. I had my first starring role in a softcore pornography film. I had done out of desperation after being.
Manning.
Rocco.
Manning. I said
I said
Manning.
first.
I think Mark went in first,
Sylvester
No,
Stallone.
and there it is.
Well done.
Jeez, that was pretty quick. It wasn't the question I wanted to bloody ask.
Sing me
But,
a lullaby.
What is this?
Well, you see, here's the problem. Before we tally up before we tally up everything, right? My issue was I had two that were digital that I had sounds for, which I couldn't do, and then we had one question bloody go wrong.
So that means I win
There
because
goes
I
that.
finished now with 14 points.
I do believe that takes the win.
Yep.
What don't know.
And not just the
Oh,
pretty
right.
There's
face,
a bit of
man,
cheating,
not just the
bit
pretty
of cheating
face.
out there.
There you go.
I found it
I'll give you one of these.
That was a good quiz.
Yeah.
And that's that. I didn't want it to be 30, 40 questions, unfortunately, just to keep it nice and quick. But look, thank you very much for having me.
I think we need to do that again. Or not maybe next week, but we'll definitely do that again. I think that worked out beautifully. I actually like the Quizmaster.
I will happily do it again, and we'll get the preparation a bit better.
Yeah. Well, next time, any sound you can put into the.
That's
into
right.
the thing
Exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna have
assets
to
there
make
so we
those
can
up.
all
But
hear.
I reckon we've got to close out of the chat as well. Because that's
and then you guys close the chat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all right, fair enough.
That's
Yeah,
That way they can answer, but nothing will be seen.
we can't say.
Essendon finally won something.
It's very true. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of the show. I'm gonna have a Pepsi Max and watch the rest.
Thank you, my friend. That was great.
No.
Well done.
All right, that was very good. I enjoyed that one.
It was. Yep, there was.
All right, let's do this one here. That was
Great success.
All right. Well, my one today is going to be very, very short. It's a very short joke, Rocco. But why can't Miss Piggy count to 70? Because every time she gets to 69, she gets a frog in her throat. It's short and it's sweet. I hope you all like it.
I was trying to work it out. That was a very good one. I reckon we had a strong finish to the show there. That was very, very good. I'm going to give you. I think you got the thumbs up on that one. I think that worked. Yeah. That made me laugh. That actually made me laugh. I couldn't work out what was about to be said, because I usually can work it out with you, but that one there was very good. Yes, great job, Bo. That was a great job. We really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all laughing. All right. This has been a long show, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone. Make sure that we catch all the rest of the shows tomorrow. We got Selection Blues with Dylan tomorrow. We're going to do selection, and then after selection, me and Dylan are going to go over the 5 Carlton players. Should they be delisted or kept? We've put 5 Carlton players on the block, and we're going to see if they should be kept or delisted. We've got their stats of their best year and then their stats for the year. Should they be delisted? So that'll be tomorrow night. Then we've got game day. As I said, it's going to be a massive watch along with all of us in the studio. Emergency meeting straight after it. Blue Sunday, TJP, and then don't forget Monday night banter was great this week. We had a big laugh, man. We were showing all the footy highlights. We were showing all the biffs, the biggest marks. It was really good. So make sure you catch that. And then, of course, back to us on the Wednesday. That's
Rocco,
it. No one has to sing the song. No one has to done. It's been a big night.
And Rocco, before we go, don't forget that Friday at midday,
Yes,
Australia,
very true,
against Paraguay. So good luck to the Aussies. Let's try and win this one, because I think it'll be this will be really good for the Aussies. So good luck to them. And what's that? Half correct, Manny? Movie was The Searchers.
Thank you for the 2 ball. Half correct, Manny. Movie was Searchers. For what you were saying.
With your song, yeah.
With your song.
I thought it was in the John Wayne movie Bravado, but
I don't know. Stuart McQuay's pretty on the ball with these things. I would go with.
No. Look, I'm not. I thought it was in Bravado, but I'm happy to stand corrected, and I will do a little research.
Sorry, Stuart. I got stuck with all the, but thanks for reminding me. Yes, the super chat. You're right. So I don't know that, but I'm going to go with Stuart. But there you go. So
right.
it was what's it called?
The searches.
Searches. All right, there you go. All right, thanks everyone. That was a great show. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Manny. Thanks, Liam. And it looks like there's going to be 2 winners and 2 losers this week. And go. Wait, let me get this because I always get this bloody wrong. All right, let's go. Let's go. We're going to go out. Let me find it. Let me find it. Because they've moved everything around here. Why have they moved everything around here?
Oh, dear.
We'll go with that one there. All right, that's how we're going to finish it. All right, done. Thank you, everyone. And go the Mighty Blues.
Better Dons.
Oh,